Right, we're live. We're live. Hello, friends. Welcome to tonight's stream. Sorry for the delay tonight, but I had a bunch of stuff going on and it's taken me a bit longer than what I thought. I scheduled it in and then something else cropped up and we're finally here though. We're here. We're doing a Rowlet hunt tonight. It should be a lot of fun. I hope you're all having a great day. Cool channel, Blue Fade, Aromania, Lumpy, how you all doing? Tyler, how are you? And Maxi and Gimroth. I hope you're all well. Lupa as well. Oh, finally, we're back. We're here. At least that's the main thing. We are here. We're streaming. So it's all good. We've got Rowlet hunt tonight. We're going for the Rowlet to complete the starter trio. Hopefully we have some more success. We got the jacket on tonight. So I'm hoping that it's a little bit quicker than 377 eggs than it was the other day. So we'll see anyway. Cassidy, how are you doing? I hope you're well. Send in all the shiny luck. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. We do need it. Hopefully that and the jacket bring us all the luck we need tonight. Scott, how are you doing, mate? I hope you're good. Thanks for joining. The Gold Assassin, great to see you again. And Alex, how are you doing? Pokemon, here we go. Here we go indeed. Yes, finally. Oh, I tell you what, I feel rushed to get here tonight. There was a lot going on this afternoon, so I've had a busy afternoon. But everything out the way, we are finally here, and we can get into this hunt tonight, and it's going to be good. Brian, how are you doing? Mateus, how are you? Joanna, hello. Hope you're having a great Wednesday. Golupa, are you staying up for the match tonight? I'm going to try, but I have to sporadically go to London tomorrow. So I might need to pass on the match and catch it on the train up in the morning, because it was like this is like a last minute trip. I need to go to get things sorted out for my trip to Japan. So yeah, I'll see. I'm kind of gutted if I do miss it, because I think tonight's game is going to be epic. Christian, how are you doing? I hope you're well. Golupa, are you staying up for the match tonight? Professor Oak, how are you doing, mate? I hope you are well, having a great Wednesday. And that is number 5. So there we go. Andrea, how are you doing? Hope you're good. Portsmouth Gamer, how are you? Hi, thanks for the graveyard tip. I caught it. Nice, it worked out. That's awesome to hear. That is awesome. Oh, we're 1 ahead of the count tonight. So 1 more, and that will make 5. Christian, inspiring you to shiny hunt. Get out there and do it, Christian, for sure. David MCM Puppy. Puppy. I'm probably... David, I'm sorry. Thank you so much for the subscribe. I really appreciate it. And if you are joining us tonight, I hope you enjoy the stream with us. And I hope you've had a great Wednesday yourself. I can't believe it's Wednesday. It doesn't feel like Wednesday. It really doesn't. But it's... yeah. I think it's just because I've had so much going on. But never mind. Null, how are you doing? Congrats on the Oshawott. Glad it hatched in less than normal odds. Not my 850 Hisuian Zoroark. I know. Man, 850 is brutal. But we're pleased we got it. I honestly thought when we were going for that, I was like, it's going to be one of those hunts where it is that long. And we're going to be at this for a long time, like all week. But we managed to get it just at the end of the stream. So it was really nice to get it. And what are you working on now? Alex, how are you doing? So what's your favorite Pokemon game? Ooh, it's hard. I would say currently at the moment, Legends Arceus is probably my favorite. Probably. I just love that game so much. There's so much about it that's like amazing. So I would say it's up there. Definitely up there. Osirus, I'd really like it if you shiny hunted Petilil, so you can evolve it into Hisuian Lilligant on stream if you get the Rowlet. That would be amazing. I'd be definitely down for that. There's a really good spot for a Lilligant, Petilil in the games as well, so we could definitely do that. It's a good suggestion, y'all. Thank you. Lexi, how are you doing? When I saw you were doing Rowlet, I set up some eggs myself. Gonna shiny hunt for the Owly Boy along with you today. Good luck with your hunt, since I already did my shinies for the Living Dex today. How's that all going? Hope it's going well, and good luck with the Rowlet hunt. Keep us up to date. You'll probably beat us tonight, I think. And TC just caught a shiny Tatsuguri. Nice. Awesome. Congrats. Which one was it? Which form? Also continue the hunt for Rowlet. Gold Assassin. Tonight is the night. We all get the shiny owl. Cherry Ferry, how are you doing? I hope you're good. Thanks for joining the stream. It's always great to see you. And hope you've had a nice Wednesday. King Ceres, how are you doing? I'm doing good, mate. I am doing good. Feel a bit rushed tonight, but other than that, I am doing fine. I'm looking forward to getting this shiny Rowlet because I haven't hunted in Scarlet and Violet yet. So, Professor Orc, like the stream on your way in, chat. If everyone can like the stream, it would be massively helpful for the stream tonight. I don't normally ask, but if you've got 2 seconds and you are enjoying the stream so far and you want to send us some shiny luck, you can drop a like, and it will help the channel out, and I would for one massively appreciate it. So thank you, Professor Orc, for the heads up with that. I tend to forget, so the reminders are appreciated. Poker Fake, I don't play this game much now. Yeah, I get that. There's like, you're kind of like really pushing for things to do in the game other than shiny hunting and the 7-star terror raids. There isn't much you can do once you've kind of exhausted all the other things, kind of waiting for the DLCs to drop now. So hopefully that's not too long away. TC Curly Form, nice. Random encounter as well. That's awesome. Awesome. I'm happy for you, my friend. There's a nice shiny Pokemon to get. UDM17, how are you doing, mate? I hope you're well. I've been good, mate. Can't say for long, just came by to wish you luck. Thank you so much, mate. I appreciate you popping in, but hope you are keeping all right, mate, and great to see you as always. Maxi, how can I get a shiny Arceus in Pokemon Scarlet? You need to get... it's hot. There's a lot of things. So you need to have a copy of Pokemon Brilliant Diamond or Shining Pearl. And then you need a copy of Pokemon Legends Arceus. And in Pokemon Legends Arceus, you need to complete the Pokedex. You don't need to perfect the Pokedex. You just need to catch one of everything. So you can use Home to speed this process up and transfer Pokemon in. And it will make it a lot quicker. But once you've done that, you've completed the Pokedex, you'll then be able, in the post game, to go and battle Arceus. Once you beat Arceus, you can catch it in PLA. And then when you've done that, on the same Switch as that save data is on, boot up BDSP and then go to your house. In your room will be the Azure Flute, and then you can go to the top of Mount Coronet and you can soft reset there for Arceus. Don't worry about getting the shiny charm or anything like that because it has no additional effects. So the odds are going to be 1 in 4096. So it's full shiny odds. So it's going to take a while to soft reset for it. There are quicker ways with RNG manipulation, of course. But if you want to go for the good old-fashioned route, then that is how you're going to have to do it. And it is a long process. But you might get lucky. You might get lucky with it and get it early. So... you never know, but that is how you have to do it. It's kind of paywalled between having 2 games almost as well. So, yeah, make of that what you will. Can you put your jacket? Can you put on the jacket if you don't get? What's that? If you don't get shiny Rowlet after 150 egg. I've got the jacket on already. I started off with it tonight. Javier. Got my Hisuian Voltorb in 1003 eggs. Wow. I've got that in the box waiting to do that hunt. We are going to do it at some point soon on the channel. In the Ultra Ball. I'm very excited for it. But congrats on getting it in the end. That is awesome. Awesome to hear you got it. Alicio, how you doing? You can always set goals in the game to keep you engaged. That's true, yeah. That's definitely one thing I would say that you can do to like just keep... playing and doing things, and there's so much to do in the games as well. So I just think for the non-shiny hunting people, there's very little to do other than the 7-star raids, which are very cool to do, of course, but they're just not as frequent as they were maybe a couple of months ago. Shoshona, how are you doing? I hope you're well. You made it. Glad to see you in the stream. Thanks so much for coming by tonight. I hope you're having a great Wednesday, and great to see you. Hope you enjoy the stream with us tonight. Portsmouth Gamer just found a shiny Fiddle. Nice. Only using one town method. So lucky. That is cool. That is such a nice shiny to get, especially with that method as well. So congrats. It's something I haven't actually got a shiny of in the games. So, maybe another one to put on the Spied Ops list of things to get. Dragonstorm, I guess for the DLC is the first week of September for the Teal Mask and around the 18th of November for the Indigo Disc. They are great. I think they're good dates. I think we could probably see them happen. I think I would say more... the 2nd or 3rd week in September. But I think you're spot on with that date in November. That's normally the bang-on date for like releases around that time. So I would expect probably around that. I'm trying to think the last time we had a release in like September. I want to say it was like Pokemon Platinum. I want to say that was the last game that was released in September, but I don't know if that was released in August. It may have had a US release in August and then a European release in September. I'm trying to think though. I just, off the top of my head. Jordan Guerrero, thank you so much for the subscribe. If you are joining us tonight, Jordan, I hope you enjoy the stream with us. Susanna, how are you doing? I hope you're well. Thanks for joining the stream. Alex Beatbox Platform, thank you so much for the subscribe as well. And I hope you do enjoy and Pokerfake, thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys, for the support and the subscribes. Really appreciate it. Liam, how are you going? I hope you are well. Just finished the Volo battle in PLA. That was such a tough battle. It is brutal. Especially when you finish it and you're like, beat him. And then the Giratina thing. And you're like, again. It's tough. It's a cool arc, though. I love the twist. Did you suspect him at any point? I got a little bit suspect towards the end of that story. But, like, it still threw me when it all kicked off. It was really good. I liked it. Cassidy, let's hope Shiny Rowlet hatches before 100 eggs. Hopefully. That would be incredible if it does. I think we've got plenty of boxes, so it should fill the stream tonight. We've got a lot of eggs hatched. Pokemon versus Digimon. Who wins? Pokemon every time. Every time. Alex. It's not even a contest. I do like Digimon, though. I did like it when it was, like, around when I was a kid, you know? Oddish, how are you doing, mate? I hope you are well. Thanks for joining us tonight. Javier, my next shiny is Hisuian Quillfish in a Beast Ball. Nice. That's an awesome hunt to go after. Atomic Hawk, how are you doing? I hope you are well. Moon Ball is the best Apri Ball. I would probably agree with you. I do love the Moon Ball. It's such a nice ball. Now, by the way, Cyrus, I just found out the duplication glitch with the Union Circle works still in the current version, but also worked in Area 0. It still works, does it? Anime Edits, thank you so much for the subscribe. And again, if you are joining us tonight, I hope you are enjoying this stream with us. Ashinski, sorry. Thank you so much for the subscribe. I appreciate it. Cresselia carried me in the fight. Yeah, Cresselia's like so good, Liam, for that fight. So good. And what's that? Alessio, almost done with Legends Arceus. Just need to finish the research and catch the legendaries. Nice. You're getting through it really quickly. Really quickly. Hope you're all enjoying it with your Legends Arceus playthroughs. It's such a good game. It's got really good replayability as well. Like I feel like I could jump into it now and play it again, play through it again, and I would still enjoy it. It doesn't feel like, I don't know, some like old Pokemon games or older Pokemon games. Some of them don't have that like replayability. Like draw for me, like Ultra Sun and Moon is definitely something that I'm like, I'm pleased I finished those games, and I like going back in to do the Ultra Wormhole searching and shiny hunting. But aside from that, I'd be really upset if I had to play through the whole game again. Maybe not now, but I felt like that at the time and for a long time as well. Looks like Darlow is off to Leeds now, and Lewis is off to Watford. I heard the Lewis to Watford thing, yeah. I think that Lewis to Watford's going to trigger Livermento coming in. So fingers crossed that deal goes through very soon as well. Light, how are you doing, mate? Thank you so much for joining the stream tonight. I hope you're good, my friend, and great to see you. Hope you're having a good Wednesday, mate. Lack of news at the minute, man. There is nothing happening. Nothing. It's all gearing up for that World Championships. I feel like that's when they're going to drop the all the DLC stuff. I feel like they're just saving it for then. It makes sense why we've had nothing up to now. Madara, been trying to perfect all the research in PLA, and Lord, it's a grind. It is such a grind. Power to you, my friend, because there's one of the most grindy things I think I've done. Just level 10 on everything is brutal, but it's worth it for the shiny charm in the end, because I feel like it makes a huge difference, because the amount of spawns you kind of go through when you're just gliding around the areas. Shoshona, it took me around 400 to get shiny Rowlet. Good luck to you and hope you get it before 120. That would be amazing. 400, you know, I'd still take 400 if we could get it around 400. It's still not bad. But if we can get it any earlier, that would be incredible. Victini Blast, you're an AC Milan fan. I'm sorry we stole Tonali. We will take very good care of him. He is already loved by the fan base. I say I'm sorry we stole him. I'm kind of not sorry, because he's such a good player. So I'm very excited that he's played for us. But yeah, we'll take care of him. Thank you so much for dropping by the stream as well. Aztec, thank you so much for the subscribe, and thanks for joining tonight. Too much Bramblegast. Oddish, have you nicknamed the Pokemon? I haven't, but before we trade tonight, Oddish, I will nickname them. So I've got it done. I've been so slammed, though. Snow on Fire, how are you doing? You have returned. Great to see you, as always. And Eric, how are you doing, mate? I hope you're well. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I hope you both have had a great Wednesday. Have you ever played Renegade Platinum or Blaze Black 2? I haven't played either of those. I've heard a lot of good things about Renegade Platinum, though. So, down the line, they're things I need to try to play, for sure. And I know I'd enjoy them as well. Madara, I'm quarter-ish done. I wouldn't have bothered with it if I didn't get the shiny charm at Research 10. Yeah, exactly. You would be like, just getting them, just catching them is enough. I think it's made harder because there's like no breeding in that game as well. So it's like everything is a pure grind. Watch there be 2 shinies in my 334 Rowlet eggs. I hope there is, mate. That would be great if there was. I'm currently hunting Platinum, sitting at 2,100 resets in the minute. Kevin, what are you hunting for? Let me go back at the chat, see if I can find what you're hunting for. I don't know if you have. Pokemon wins it with games, in my opinion. The Digimon remake with the series wins it 100% for me. Huh. I'll have to check that out. Kevin, let me know what you're hunting. I'm interested to know how many resets you've done for what. Lucas, I hunted a shiny Rowlet when I received one from the DLC in Sword and Shield. Nice. Awesome. You already got one ready to go, which is good. Let's see, even without the shiny charm, I feel that I've gotten shinies faster than Legends Arceus, but I still love shiny hunting in Scarlet. Yeah, I'm the same as you. Like, I think on the copy that I did on stream, where I got the Lucario, the Alpha Lucario, I didn't have the shiny charm when I was resetting for that, and we got that, and I've had so many shinies without the shiny charm. So you can still get like a bunch of shinies. It's so good for shiny hunting. But I think comparing this save on this console to the other one where it is like 100% complete, where I have the shiny charm, it feels like there's a big difference, especially with the mass outbreaks. It feels a lot like you get a lot more shinies in the mass outbreaks than you do without the shiny charm. I don't know, it might be just bad RNG on my behalf on this console, but that's just kind of what I took from it. What's that, Eric? Has anyone seen the new episode of Futurama? I haven't. Is it good? Matthias, how are you doing? I hope you're well. And Kevin Giratina. Oh, epic hunt. I hope you get it soon. 2,000 resets is pretty brutal, but fair play for sticking at it. And I send you all the shiny luck. Hopefully you get it when you're watching the stream tonight. That'd be amazing if you do. Good luck with it though, mate. Matthias, do you think we will see more of Arvin, Nimona, and Penny in the DLCs? Arvin deserves a happy ending, 100%. I think we will see more of Arvin. Maybe, I think if we return to Area Zero, I think we'll see more of Arvin. And it would make sense, excuse me, it would make sense if we see more of Nimona and Penny as well. Like, they seem such like integral characters to the story, especially you, the school. I could maybe see them not featuring in Kitakami because it's like a school trip. And in the trailers, we haven't seen like anything of Nemona in any of the trailers. So does she come with us or does she stay at the school? That would be the big thing. So, but I could see, I just feel like there's something more with Sada and Truro, where there's going to be something where they're both still alive. And that arc with Arvin gets kind of like a little complete circle in that happy ending happens like you're talking about. I just feel like that's maybe going to happen. Vito, we are wearing the jacket. Pretty sure you will get the shiny in less than 100 eggs. I'm hoping, my friend. Thanks for joining the stream tonight, though. Really appreciate it, and hope you've had a great Wednesday yourself. Snow on Fire, Legends Arceus Pokedex is a nightmare to complete. I had Rampardos, or whatever it was called, and had to wait like 20 minutes for another time-space distortion. Yeah, I think both times, when I was completing the decks and when I was perfecting the decks, the fossils were the last ones that I had to do. Waiting for the time-space distortions to appear as well. Oh, such a pain. Such a pain. And then when you get one after you've waited like 20 minutes or whatever, and then it pops up and it's the wrong fossil in it. It's like Sheldon, and you're like, where's Craniados? It's like, come on, give me a break. I've got to do another one now. It's so brutal. And it's the only way to get this Pokemon. Yeah. And I scoured my Pokemon home and I didn't have a Craniados. And I was like, oh, the one Pokemon I need. And I really toyed with the idea of mining in BDSP. Would it be quicker to mine in BDSP and find the fossil and then get a Craniados that way and then trade it via home into a PLA? Or would it be easier just to wait for a time distortion? I kind of waited for a time distortion. It worked out in the end, but yeah, brutal. Brutal nonetheless. Alex, I'm hunting Tatsugiri. Good luck with that hunt. Hope you have a lot of success tonight, mate. Penny needs to give us a dragon-type Eevee. Can you imagine, Professor Oak, if that actually happens? That would be amazing. But alright, I can see Nemona appearing in Indigo Disc either during the story or post-story, considering we... Sebla, thank you so much for the subscribe. Either during the story, post-game, considering we know they're more focused on battling Arvin if there's more Area Zero, Nucleo, and Penny. Yeah, I hope Penny has a role to play. I really like Penny, but there seems to be like all these other characters that kind of take that place of that Penny friend. So, we'll see. Hopefully they all come back and we have like an epic ending when we all eventually go down into Area Zero. We've got the man to talk to, though, about it. We got Light in the chat. If he's around, I'm sure he'll give us some insights to what he thinks about the very ending. Victini Blast, my assumption is Nemona is now trapped as an opponent at the Academy Ace tournament. That's quite cool. Or trapped in the Blueberry Academy with Terrapagos. That would be cool. That would be very cool. I would like something like that. Nemona taken. That'd be cool. Imagine if each of the parents from the opposite game come into the DLC to be with Arvin via a paradox gate or something. That would be very cool. I think that would be like really nice. Is there an easy way to get them to spawn? Liam, what are we talking about? Let's go back. Let's see. I'm trying to keep up with the chat. I'm not doing a very good job tonight. Liam, if you shout at me, tell me what it is you're hunting for. I'll try and help if I can. I can't go back enough to see. Ellen, how are you doing? I hope you're good. I did all the work for Craniados just to realize BDSP doesn't give you a shiny charm for completing the regional decks. No, you only get it for the national decks, don't you? It's brutal. It's absolutely brutal in BDSP. Penny gives us a dragon type TM, if I remember correctly. That is interesting. Yeah. So she might. That might be a hint. Can you imagine? Everyone will go crazy. Home with PLA is interesting. It counts as the initial catch, but after that it doesn't count for anything. But transferring it in pre-evolutions and evolving counts as evolves. That's interesting. Yeah, to complete my decks recently on this card, so I had access to the Shiny Arceus and BDSP. I traded the majority of stuff in from home to complete, so I only had a few things to kind of get in PLA that I didn't have in home, which made it a lot easier. But yeah, not for completing the entire decks. There's still so many unanswered questions. Atomic Hawk, I know. That's the thing. Like, there is so much to answer in these games, and like, it's crazy to think that a lot of the rumor mill at the minute, like the leak information, especially from Coup, has been centered around a new game coming like next year, which is like potentially black and white sequels. So it's like these DLCs have to, like, you know, unless the story continues over into the black and white sequels, remakes, whatever they are, you know, but these DLCs have to kind of fulfill like a huge storyline. So there isn't like, they have to be pretty big and pretty story heavy, because neither of the DLCs for Sword and Shield were really story heavy. They were pretty story light. So, but it sets it up nicely, because I think they left, there was, you know, they left it on a cliffhanger pretty much to end Scarlet and Violet. Like, they left it open for this story to continue in like a really nice way. So hopefully it does, and we get the good payoff at the end of it. Andrea, I don't know if you remember last week's stream where I told you about how hot it was here in Italy. I do remember. Well, now we went from extreme heat to rain apocalypse. There even was a tornado in Milan. What? No way. That is absolutely madness. The weather at the minute is like crazy. It's like something out of like Day After Tomorrow. It seems like just madness. It's gone from like one extreme to another. Let's hope it's not the end of the world, fam. It's yeah, hopefully it's just an anomaly. I hope we get a time travel to Hisuian land within one of the DLCs for getting Hisuian Pokemon without, that would be very cool. I have a feeling though that Kitakami, and I like the theory that a lot of people kind of come to, that Kitakami is going to be somewhere in Japan. And if that is true, you got to think back to Legends Arceus, and you know, the people that migrated to Sinnoh that are in Legends Arceus all came from Johto. So maybe they brought some of the Hisuian Pokemon from Johto with them, maybe. Or maybe the Sinnoh Pokemon got taken to Johto, you know, when people travel back there. So maybe we are in that area of Kitakami, is very close to Johto, because we've seen the Hisuian Growlithe statues in the DLC trailer. I would think that we are going to be able to catch the Hisuian Pokemon in Kitakami. I think that's how we get access to them, to catch them in Scarlet and Violet. Which would be crazy, because it's like, oh, we've got all of them in these like special Pokeballs. We Masuda method hunted them all, pretty much. And then you can just go onto raids and catch them in whatever ball you want anyway. So it's like, but I won't complain at all. I think it would be nice to have a game where we can actually, you know, outside of PLA, where we can get the Hisuian Pokemon. Jake, rain here in the UK. Yes, mate. It's been like that. Worst July I can ever remember. Yeah. It's been weird. Like, most of July was nice down here, but the back end, as soon as it's getting towards August, it's like crazy. Eric, the hottest I've ever seen here was last year, hit 46 degrees. That is absolutely bonkers. Crazy. Oddish, do you think there should be amiibo compatibility in Pokemon games? Nothing crazy, just items of Pokemon. I mean, it would be cool if they did that. Like, you know, it's just, I'm surprised they haven't done it, to be honest, because it's like it's another money maker, isn't it? And we all know Pokemon like to make coin of things, and like I'm saying that I would probably buy some stuff. So yeah, like, how cool would it be if you could get like amiibo Pokeballs, like special ones, Apricot balls, and they would sell. I'm sure they would sell, and like you amiiboed them into the game, and you got like, I don't know, 20 moon balls for a moon ball or something like that, you know? That'd be a pretty cool idea. I like the idea a lot. Austin, how are you doing? Good evening to you, or good afternoon wherever you are, or morning. Cinnamon Amy, how are you doing? Thank you so much. I love the little music tags at the start of your username. Thank you so much for the subscribe. Hope you're having a great day. Jonathan, thank you for the subscribe as well. Hope you're both well and having great Wednesdays. Oddish, the methods are still good for people who don't have the DLCs if the Hisuians are in the DLCs. Yeah, I think so, yeah. But they won't be shiny in raids. No, but they could be shiny in raids. But you're right, Professor Oak. You're going to get like full odds. It's going to be really difficult. If they're just appearing in raids, I don't see them appearing in the wild. Well, they might appear in the wild. Who knows? Could happen. Danny does, how are you doing? We need a Minimo for Pokemon. Love that. That would be very cool as well. Like if we got them for the legendaries and stuff like that, and you could get special. They could do it for the mythicals, and then that's a way to get the mythicals in the game, in every game, you know. Imagine the Kirby Pokeball. It's just Kirby, and it does the inhale. That would be hilarious. Alex, what's the biggest donation you have ever got? I think $50, I think. $50, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's around that. But I get a lot. There's a lot of generous people in the community, so yeah. Lexi, the real life Kitakami isn't anywhere close to Kansai, what Johto is based on. So who knows? That's interesting. I didn't realize that. Oh no, because they're like, yeah, it's like, isn't it the northern end? Like Kitakami is based on like the northern part of the island, and Johto, Kanto, kind of towards the southern. Is that right? I hope I'm not just pulling info out my backside here. Right, 60 eggs done. Flying through these. We've got plenty though for tonight, so we don't need to worry about that. Midoriya, if Black and White 3 is next year, I just hope it doesn't come out super rushed and kind of makes me wonder how long it's been in development, considering after Sword and Shield the team split into 3. That's very true, yeah. You've got to imagine though, it'll probably have the same, like, it should have a longer development time than Scarlet and Violet, because you would think they probably started the 2 at the same time. So it's had an extra year on Scarlet and Violet, I would think. That would be my best guess, but again, who knows? Do you reckon we might see the Rune Pokemon in Terra Raids? Perhaps a shiny version? That would be amazing if we did. I think eventually they'll do them. Because what were the... trying to think now, did we get like a trio in Sword and Shield? Did we get a legendary trio? We didn't get a legendary trio on Sword and Shield, did we? We got the fossil Pokemon. We got Pseudo and Dragapult. We got Zacian, Zamazenta, Eternatus. Why am I like having a blank? Am I just like... I'm totally losing it here. We didn't get a legendary trio in Sword and Shield, did we? Because we got the Galarian birds and the Isle of Armor. Yeah. Was that like it? So they were catchable in the DLCs. But yeah, it's weird they totally skipped like a whole legendary trio thing in Sword and Shield, really. Because the Tapus were in Sun and Moon. What was X and Y? Black and White was Terrakion. Yeah. Oddish, I'd love a Mew or Victini amiibo. How crazy would people go for a Victini amiibo where you could catch shiny Victini in game? That would be amazing. Decidueye the Wise, how are you doing? I hope you're well. Thanks for joining us tonight. Ladybug, currently hunting shiny personality Mark Torkoal. That is a cool hunt to go on. What do you think the title Power 3 Mark odds are? What is the title Power Mark? I have no idea what the odds are for it to actually get. Good luck with the hunt though. That would be cool. You're gonna use that for competitive. That would be very cool. I like that. I like that shiny hunt though a lot. I have no idea what the title Power 3 Mark odds are. It's one of those things that I've definitely seen, but I've like not paid like a bunch of attention to. I'm sure it would have been on something that like one of the Anubises posted, which she put out about the power, the sparkling power, encounter power and stuff like that, but I've just never really, I never like retained it. Kevin Hinton, is this the third legendary? Yeah, it's a third like legendary, but you know, like the legendary trio that we'd normally get, like your equivalent to like Suicune, Raikou, Entei. We just never got like a trio like that in Sword and Shield, which is strange. When we got, it's not a trio in Scarlet and Violet, but we've got the Rune Pokemon in this one. It'd be nice if they were in raids. I could see them maybe doing events for them, like in the DLCs, potentially. It'd be great if they did them for Shiny, though. Danny does. Could definitely do some cool things with amiibos. Who do I need to talk to at Nintendo to get the ball rolling? Exactly. Let's find that person and all email them. Support ticket to Pokemon. Yeah, I think all the shiny legendary rune Pokemon look great. Like, they're all like, yeah, the Chi-Yu. Mariana, shiny at 147. I hope that is the number. Oh, this shit surprises me that Brawl Charizard didn't get a mystery gift in a Pokemon game. There's still time, mate. There is still time. It's true, though. Yeah. It seems like one of those perfect things to, like, bring into any Pokemon game. And people will go nuts for it. Jeff, any advice on Page's apps to use to facilitate a touch trade for Miraidon? Only one I need to get my shiny charm. And guess is 155 for the hunt today. Thank you so much for the guess, Jeff. If anyone in the chat can help Jeff out with a trade from Miraidon so he can complete his decks, and it will be a touch trade, so you trade it straight back, then that would be amazing. And if you're still stuck at the end, Jeff, stick around. I will be trading out any of the Rowlets that people want for their own hunts in these love balls. And I can touch trade you Miraidon if you need to and you haven't got any help by the end of the stream. To get that shiny charm. Milk you toast, we haven't got any shinies yet. Not just yet. We're still... I'm not very good at keeping up with the count tonight. But hopefully it's not too long till we get one. We've had some nice low guesses tonight. So, Maxi 142, I like it. We'd take that every day, wouldn't we? I got shiny Mash Chief and Brute Bonnet in the same sandwich. Nice Portsmouth gamer. That is some nice shinies there. Brute Bonnet as well. Great shiny. And there you go, Jeff. Endry, thank you so much for offering to help. That is super kind of you. Massively. I'm sure Jeff really appreciates it. I know I do. Thank you as well, Ladybug, as well. That's a good suggestion, the Discord channel. There'll be people in there that will be able to help. Danny does 165. Again, I appreciate the low guesses. It's because I've got the jacket on tonight. The jacket has the power. So, I just want to throw a question out there. Will a lot of you be watching the World Championships when the streams are going on? And if you are, what are the games that you would be watching? Would you be watching VG, TCG, Go, Unite, or like just all of it, and you're not really worried what you watch and just enjoy the stream? It'd be interesting to know what the majority of you kind of are interested in, and if you do watch the official streams. Object Guy, how are you doing? Thanks for joining the stream tonight. I hope you're having a great Wednesday and enjoy the stream with us tonight. What's your favorite Pokemon soundtrack? I really like the original Dialga and Palkia soundtrack in Legends Arceus. That's such a good soundtrack. Everything in Legends Arceus is top tier, I feel. But I think Ultra Necrozma track from Ultra Sun and Moon is probably my favorite track of all time. That track is absolutely lit. It's so crazy. It's so good. Yeah, that's probably my favorite one. Mike, how you doing? Do you play ranked battles when preparing for casting at events? Curious how to keep up with the meta. I play a lot in Showdown, and yeah, I do occasionally jump in and go on the rank ladder, and do a lot of theorying as well. So, and speak with friends and things that help me out with anything that I've got questions about. But yeah, I do play a lot. I think that's a big help in knowing just what's going on in battles, what players are kind of potentially going to bring, what the meta is as well, having a good understanding of it. So that I always find the best way of doing that is like obviously watching past events, which we can't do with Regulation D. So the next best thing is always jumping in and just playing firsthand. Wolf, how you doing? My guess for tonight is before I get my Galarian Ponyta and Sword and Shield, currently at 983 eggs. Oh, I don't have the jacket. I'll send you the jacket. If you get that, is brutal. I hope you get it before. I really do. I really do. I'm sending you all the shiny luck. Really hope you get the shiny very soon. That is a lot of eggs, and you deserve to get that shiny Ponyta very soon. It will be worth it when you do though. Shiny Ponyta is great. Such a nice shiny. Professor Og, yes. Light if you're casting, yes. My friend, I'll be watching VG, Professor Og, Pokemon Go. Nice. Unite, Michael. VGC breaks. Nice. Okay, cool. That's nice to know. That's cool. Pokemon Go streams are very lit. They're good. I like watching Pokemon Go. I got 2 shiny Iron Jugulus. So my girl also got 2 Iron Jugulus. So we got 4 in total with the duplication glitch. Nice. That's amazing. That's really interesting to know that it still works and it's never been patched out. No, that's crazy. I plan to watch it. Probably would mainly watch VGC and then some TCG. Nice. David, how are you doing? I hope you're good. Khaled, so using egg power and flame body would be even quicker then. That's so useful. Yes. So if you've got flame body and then you whack on an egg power, level 2 is probably the most efficient one. That's not like costly. Like level 3, I don't think it's worth it. Just because of the cost of Herba Mystica it takes to put level 3 on. Danny does, I'll be watching Worlds. Would watch VG or Unite. Yes, Unite's cool as well. You know, I'm always impressed when I'm at events and casting events, and I've done all levels of events from regionals to, you know, internationals to Worlds now. And the Go audience always are like just the fans of Go that are there watching, spectating. Oh, they pop off like no one else in the, like, no other game series. Like, I'm not bashing anyone, but the Go fans are like, they go crazy, and it's so like, it just makes the atmosphere like so good. It's like being at like a sports game or something, and when the fans are getting really riled up and getting into it, you know, and the atmosphere just feels like electric. The Go fans always seem to do that. It's really cool to be like witness and kind of see. It makes me like Pokemon Go competitive even more, which sounds weird because I do enjoy it, but that, like, I don't know, the enthusiasm from the fans is really cool. But I guess there's more like pop-off moments as well in Pogo than there probably is in some of the other games. Because TCG's, like, it does have its moments, but it's a lot slower paced. And VG is a lot slower paced as well, especially at a high level compared to Pokemon Go. It's just slower build up to victories. So that might be a big reason for it. Yodi at 1,001 eggs, considering moving on. Yodi, don't move on. You got to stick with it. You got to stick with it. You've done so many eggs so far. You cannot give up. Stick with it. I promise you will get it. It'll be worth it when you do as well. Oh, that is rough though, that many eggs. But don't give up on it. That's what the game wants you to do. You gotta go against the game. Jake, what's your favorite legendary Pokemon? Like box legendary? Am I including mythicals in this, or just like your box art legendary Pokemon? Because there's a big different answer there. Cherry Fairy, probably Unite or VG for me. Nice. Gameroth HM overrated unless you're hunting specific. Mon are going for a shiny Dex. Which egg power sandwich do you use? The ultimate peanut butter sandwich, I think. That's the one. Professor, oh god, it's so cool. Yes, I do agree with you. I really want to get into competitive Go. I really do. Like, I don't have the Pokemon on my account to do it like as effectively as I'd want. So it's like that thing of like trying to build up a good enough collection of Pokemon to be like, right, I can have a good go. I'd love to go and compete in an event sometime, you know, if I'm not casting a regional sometime. It would be like something I would really consider. Like, I really just feel like I want to do it just to kind of see what it's like. Brian, off topic, does anyone know why my Pokemon Silver and Crystal aren't communicating via link cable? I'm using GBA and Game Boy Pocket. That sounds weird. They should talk to each other because of the same generation. You are definitely at the same like Nurse Joy lady in the upstairs of the Pokemon Center, right? Because you can communicate, but you can't go into the room, I don't think, unless you're both at the same kiosk desk, if that makes sense. What will you evolve the Rowlet into, Hisuian or normal? I think I'm going to evolve it into normal, you know. Go against the grain here. I think I have to evolve it into normal Decidueye. I way prefer normal Decidueye to Hisuian Decidueye. Sorry if there's a lot of Hisuian fans out there. It's the only Hisuian Pokemon I'm not that big a fan of. And the original, like, original Decidueye is just very cool. But I think I've kind of totally kicked myself because I think in the description I've put Hisuian Decidueye when I won't be. Or I don't want to. I mean, I can do. And then I've got it in a special Pokeball, you know. Zyro, how you doing? I was wondering, do you prefer competing at events or casting at events? I love both. There's a lot less stress casting than there is. No, I say that, you know, it's a different stress casting to playing. Because it's more about, like, when you're competing in an event, it's all about you as an individual, your performance, how you are doing against everyone else. Whereas when you're casting, it's more about putting on and making it engaging for everyone that's watching the stream. So it's not really about you as an individual. I mean, as an individual, you have to perform. You feel like you have to perform well. And you, like, there's been plenty of times I've been on the desk and I come off and I think, I could have definitely done better there, or I kind of didn't explain that turn as well as I would have liked to. Things like that. Like, you're always going to critique yourself, but it's slightly different. I don't know which I prefer. They're so different to me. Like, at the base of things, like, I started off playing competitive Pokemon, so I'll always have, like, you know, at the bottom of it, I'll always have this super drive, super love to compete. And I don't think I'll ever lose that competitive drive that I've got in me for Pokemon. Like, I'm already looking forward to getting into locals next year, going to events next year to compete, and hopefully doing well. But I'm also hopefully going to get asked to cast some events as well, you know. So yeah, we'll see. It's a really hard question to answer because I do enjoy doing both. So sorry, it's not the best answer. And Brian, yeah, I'm talking to the same kiosk person. I found a website saying I need a universal link cable, but I have a cable that both Game Boys use. Might be a bad cable. It might be the cable. Yeah, because if you've got the link cable, I don't see any reason why it wouldn't, because you can trade between Gen 1 and Gen 2. So you should, like, there should be no issues between, it has to be the cable. Just annoying because the cables are kind of hard to get a hold of these days. Anthony, how are you doing? I hope you're good, my friend. Thanks for joining the stream tonight, and I hope you're having a great Wednesday. Oddish, do you check the rejects for markings or just erase them all? I didn't realize eggs could get the marks until right now. So that is if they can. I'm actually really sad because I don't check for them. Yeah, are they all, other than the ones that keep to trade with everyone after a stream, I never check them, and they all just get sent to the Shadow Realm from Pokemon Home, which makes me a little bit sad because if I'm missing out on Pokemon that potentially got marks, that's like, Jake, going back to the last question, if you can choose your best legendary out of all, what would you choose? I would probably choose Mew or Celebi or Jirachi. Or Marshadow. Marshadow's very cool. It's very new though, so I feel like it can't. I'm gonna say Mew. Osirus, what happened to that pink Shellos? It's in Pokemon Home, having a nice rest in its own box by itself. I appreciated it though. The egg was good. It was good. I wonder how many more we'll get over the next few weeks. Cherry, it's a double-ended sword, no matter what, because you'll criticize yourself. No matter, yeah, I think that's the thing. Yeah, you know, I think it's a good thing in a way to try and keep improving with things all the time. But at the same time, it can be a bit of a, you know, like a bad thing because you're not giving yourself credit sometimes when you maybe should. But I'm just not made like that. I just can't. I would never like look at a perspective from that and think I did really good there. I'd always kind of look at it from a perspective to think I could have done better at that thing. So but maybe it's something I need to work on. Oddish, new guess 135. Okay, my friend. If there will be more Paradox Mons in the DLC, which Pokemon do you hope gets a Paradox form? Ooh. I would love to see Arbok get one, because I know Arbok's coming back in the DLCs. Which one, I don't know, but I'd love to see Arbok get a Paradox form. I think it's like Pokemon that are like a little bit underrated, that are very cool in their own respect, but never really got a mega form, never got like any special treatment over the years. And you think, oh, it'd be nice if they got something. Is it their turn, you know? I guess like Donphan got in these games, you know? We got the double header with both Paradox, past and present. So stuff like that, like I think it'd be nice to see. Like Arbok's very cool. I wouldn't say Weezing, and I know Weezing's been like hinted at for the longest time to get, it's going to get like a regional form, but I feel like Weezing has had a lot of like love, and recently as well in Sword and Shield. But Arbok, the other part of Team Rocket, the original Team Rocket, has never really had anything, so I feel like that would be a nice one to see. Snorlax maybe as well. There's been a lot of hype around Snorlax. Obviously, it's the big mascot of Pokemon Sleep as well. That'll be coming back in the DLCs. That would be very cool to see get a Paradox form. Maybe like an ancient one. I would love that. That would be great. Yori, that's what I'm thinking. Egg Pokemon can have marks. I never thought they could. If anyone can confirm that, I honestly thought like eggs couldn't have marks. What's your favorite shiny from this gen? And I'll hunt it. Portsmouth Gamer. Ooh, let's see. I did say Orthworm the other day. I like Orthworm a lot. It's a very cool shiny. King Gambit, very nice as well. You know what I really like is what's it called? What's its name? The fire and grass type Pokemon. I'm trying to think of its name. It's got two heads. It's like the chili pepper Pokemon. I literally hunted one today for a video. Where's it? I've got it. It's in my boxes. I'm gonna have to find it now. It's down here. Scovillian. Yeah. This shiny is, I love this shiny. It's such a cool, I just like the color scheme of it. It's very cool. Cool Pokemon. It's not very strong though. It's got some interesting abilities. Anyway, back to the current hunt. But that's one of my favorites I like from this gen for sure. Frozen, how you doing? Thank you so much for the good luck. Still working on getting Skull Bunny and Sobble. Currently at 583 with 17 needing to be hatched. So about 325 each. Hopefully you'll do it soon. Hopefully sending you all the shiny luck to get it very soon. 70 to hatch though. I hope both shinies are in those 70 eggs that you got left. Keep us up to date with how the hunt's going. That'd be so good if you got both of them in those remaining eggs. Muffin would love Flygon Paradox. That would be very cool. I would love to see that as well. Dragonite's never had anything special. No, that's another one that you feel like it's such an iconic Pokemon from Gen 1 as well. And you know, Game Freak love Gen 1 Pokemon. But there is a few of them that have had like no love at all. Scovillian, thank you so much, chat. All of you in there telling me straight away. Thank you, appreciate it. But I do like it shiny. Yeah, Dragonite, Dewgong as well. I know we've talked about Dodrio. Scott's mentioned it a few times on a past streams. That's had no love. So there is a few. Frozen, what are you hunting next? I haven't planned that out actually. We could go for Arceus. I've got a special stream planned for next Wednesday though. So next Wednesday will be when we go for legit shiny Mew from Pokemon Red, and we'll be trading it up to Pokemon Scarlet. But the plan is to do it from a fresh save of Pokemon Red on my 3DS from the eShop. We'll stream it, a fresh save, and we'll go through the whole process, play through the whole game, which shouldn't take too long. And then we'll do the whole thing of how you can get a Mew. So if you wanted to ever follow along, you'd be able to follow that and do it yourself in game. But what I'm going to plan to do at the end of the stream is, once I've done it, so it will be a long stream. It will be over 4 hours. I would say 4 or 5 hours, I think. But at the end of the stream, the plan is to use the duplication glitch that's in those games in red, blue, and yellow. And I'm going to duplicate 2 boxes of shiny Mews. Maybe 3 if I can. And then I'm going to trade them all up to Scarlet and Violet. And I'm going to trade them out to chat at the end. So everyone can get a legit shiny Mew after the stream. All going well. We may have to split that stream into 2 streams. We may need to do part on Wednesday and then finish it on Friday. But that's the idea from next Wednesday. That is the hunt next week. That's like a big one I've got planned out that we're going to do. So yeah. Lee, since you brought it up, I messed up again in my second try and just got one Mew. One Mew, can it be shiny? Yes, one Mew can be shiny, but you can make them all shiny by doing the 8F thing. Osirus, could you DM me on Discord if you dupe that Mew? I will, my friend. Yes. It would be very cool because it's the Mew is because you're not using any external devices to get the Mew in red, and you're using a method to basically change its ID to exactly the same one as what was distributed by Nintendo in like 2001 for the Mew distribution. It's the only way you can get a legitimate one now. So it legitimizes it so you can trade it up through Pokemon transfer Pokemon Bank to Pokemon Home into Scarlet and Violet. So I did a test run on the weekend of the whole process and it went really well. And then I did another test run on Pokemon Blue. And it's a lot harder on Pokemon Blue because Arbok isn't in the games in Pokemon Blue. So it's like, and that's quite a key important Pokemon. So that slows the process down a lot. So I won't ever try it on Pokemon Blue. It can be done though, it can be done. But it is a lot more difficult just because you have to use the Mew method of generating that original Mew to get an Arbok or an Ekans, which is a bit faffy. But yeah, it's a very cool method, and it would be nice to be able to do it and kind of give them out to people that want them. And I just hope that I can do the duplication. The worst part is going to be doing the duplication at the end because it can erase your save data. So my biggest worry is doing the whole thing, getting the shiny Mews, trying to duplicate them, and then erasing the save data by accident. That would be devastating. But hopefully it all works out. Brian, how you doing? I hope you're well. And thanks for joining the stream tonight. Hendry, I have red on 3DS too. Nice. We can all do it together. There is some tricky bits to it where it can crash, like it can erase your game file. So it's good to start on a new one. But it's the tricky bits where it can erase your game at the very end of the process. So it's like, you know, if you're like 2 or 3 hours in at that point and it erases it, it means you're gonna have to start again. But I'm pretty confident we can do it all in one go. Professor Orca deleted my shiny Mew. You were the reason, Prof, that we're doing this, to give them out. I wasn't gonna originally give them out, but I was like, you kind of sparked the idea for me to, because the issues you and Rose had, I was like, we can try and patch it up a little bit by getting you a shiny Mew, a genuine one. Do you have to duplicate them one at a time, or can you do a whole box at once? No, it's one at a time, Rich. It is a slow process. It's not quick. It would be nice because you're essentially tricking the game. You're boxing a Pokemon, and then you're kind of resetting on the save of a box. So like it's kind of tricking the game. You're closing the game at the point where the game thinks the Pokemon's still in your party and the Pokemon's in the box. So when you boot it back up, the save data almost splits. So you end up with 2 Pokemon. You end up with 1 duplicated, 1 still in your party, and 1 in your box. If that makes sense. Endry, yeah. AJ's video about it is brilliant. That's what I followed to do it originally. So yeah. Big props to Austin for that. I did need Missingo. You know who doesn't exist. It's in about Island and Yellow. Rose shit, she did it on a Pokemon Yellow. Diana, how are you doing? I hope you're well. Thanks for joining the stream tonight. I hope you're having a great Wednesday. I haven't been able to make it the past couple of streams due to work and seeing family. Happy to stop by today. I love these streams. Thank you so much for dropping by, and hope everything at work and catching up with the family's been good. But great to see you again tonight, and hope you had a great Wednesday yourself. Maybe you're going to bring us some shiny luck with this Rowlet tonight. Kiddo, how are you doing? Can't you back up the save before duplicating in case something goes wrong? You could if you had like custom firmware on your 3DS. Yes, you could. Yeah, that would be a way to do it, I guess. But I don't have it on this 3DS that I'll be doing it on, so there is no way to do any of that. Light, thank you so much for coming by to this stream tonight. It was great to see you, my friend. I will catch up with you very soon. In touch. Yes, mate. Definitely, I will. I'll drop you a message, mate. But take it easy, man. And thank you so much for coming by the stream tonight. And I'll catch up with you very soon. King Tyranitar emoji. Yes, my friend. Frozen. I did that trick on the original GB with a link cable and got my buddy's Blastoise. Nice. That's pretty cool. Doing 3 boxes worth of dupes, that's a tough ask. That is the big thing. Like, it's going to take... That's why probably it's more feasible to do 1 box and then maybe do the next... Like, between that and then the next stream, duplicate a couple of boxes up to Scarlet and Violet, ready to trade at the next stream. That might be the way to do it. It's just a kind of like, you know, how many people are going to want... I feel like there's going to be a lot of people wanting it, you know? How is it legit if you use a duplication glitch? Well, the base of it is... Well, it depends where you sit, right? It depends where you sit on duplication, right? Just didn't dare to dupe them. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it depends where you sit with that. You know, if you look at it from the perspective of the base of it, right? And I'll tell you a good example of this. The Mews that were distributed from a cartridge that was on a Game Boy that you hooked up to a with your link cable. When you went to an event, I did this when I was younger, and I got that Mew. That Mew from that cartridge is like, how do you think they're generating it? It is a generated Pokemon. So that is the gift that they're getting. So you're essentially just producing what they were doing back in like 2001 at that live event. You're not using any external methods to do it. You're doing it all on, like, I could do it on a Game Boy right now. So you're just doing everything in game. But again, it depends where you sit on the fence. That event is no longer available. There's no way you could go and get a Mew event mystery gift, you know? Mike, thank you so much for the super chat. Your dream way of making shiny hunting fun in game. Thank you, mate. I appreciate it. And thank you so much for the kind donation once again, my friend. It does go a long way to help support the channel. I really, really do appreciate it. And the shiny has to come soon. It has to, Mike. But yeah, I'm not going to argue with you that the duplication is like fine. But at the same time, it's like, how else can you get this mystery gift? And the biggest problem with it is, my biggest gripe about not doing it is the fact that, like, I lost that Mew of no fault of my own. I didn't realize that my red cartridge had a battery in it when I was younger, and I didn't realize that that battery would at some point die and that the save data would be erased. I legit thought, I'm gonna have those Pokemon in that cartridge forever. I went to that event, I got that Mew. That's like a little bit of history. So like, kind of outside factors got rid of that. I'm trying to justify it as much as I can, and for that reason I feel like it's kind of all right to do, just for the fact that they'll never repeat that event ever again, or it's very unlikely. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on it though. I'd love to hear. Like, as a game mechanic, what could be really fun to do instead of this tedious way? Right, Mike. I really like the radar, you know. Radar shiny hunting is a lot of... I find that a lot of fun. I don't know if you've ever done it in, like, BDSP. But I do find that fun. That's, like, a good challenge as well. And you kind of... When you get that sparkle in the grass, it's very cool. And then you can get the chain kind of going, and you can get more shinies the higher up you go. So I like that. Sarah wasn't clear. I meant, what do you think would be a fun way instead of how's it? Could they make a real game mechanic like a puzzle? Yeah, like I say, with the radar hunting's very cool, because that's kind of very on the go the whole time. And it's different from other shiny hunting. I like the mass outbreak method as well. That's quite cool. Probably I prefer it in PLA to what it is in Scarlet and Violet. Nothing wrong with Scarlet and Violet, but I think the mechanic in PLA is a little bit better. Endry, there are mystery gift cartridges on sale on eBay. Yeah, they're so expensive though. I'd love to get one, but I don't have the cash. I do not have the cash to be buying one. It'd be amazing to do that. It'd be amazing to have one, because it would be really cool to be able to kind of go to live events and be like, if you've got a copy of red, blue, or yellow, you've got your Game Boy, bring it along, and you can get a Mew from me. It would be very cool to do something like that. Corey, I'm chill with it. Like Papa Hefe is the legend when it comes to the RNG manip. 100%. Papa is a proper legend. Yeah, some of his guides are so good. Yeah, I could sit and watch him for hours as well. He's so relaxing to watch. But yeah, I followed a lot of his, like, the Blink RNG manips for BDSP. I'm kind of tempted to do it for Arceus, but I've been convinced to do it the old-fashioned way and go for the hard resets. Nintendo 3DS battery is so insane. I remember playing Pokemon Ultra Moon in 2018, and I opened it a few months ago, and it was like a full battery. That is mad. You haven't played it that whole time. Just checked another 300 bread in my home. No marks. Must be super rare. Must be rare. I don't think I've even come across it, although I don't really check, Yori, Kevin. I had on my white copy a legit shiny Palkia de Alga and Giratina from those events. That's cool. They're really cool. Like the Arceus I've got in this game is from an event in 2010 from my Pearl cartridge, which is really cool. So there is some stuff when like cartridges don't die that you're still able to kind of get access to, but like the copy of Crystal, the battery's dead in that, and that copy of Crystal was from Nintendo, and that was a special event cartridge that they sent me for free from a tournament, and it was a whole box of event Celebes that I was meant to distribute to friends. Like, how cool is that? But that battery died, and that's gone now, so it's like, you know, it's sad when it's like those are like really like cool things that you did as a kid, and like it's like they're just gone now, lost to time, and there's no way to get them back. So I think with the Mew thing, it's like it's a really like it was nice to be able to do it and be like, this is cool. It's as close to the real thing as I can ever get, and if I can share it with people, then I feel like what's the harm, you know? Angry Panda, I do have a legitimate Mew. Got him as a gift in BDSP. Shiny Lockdown, yeah, I got that one as well. I got so many Mews over the years as well. So, but it's like that original one, you know? I think that's why it's like it has that little bit more meaning to it. Let me show you. I'll show you it because from the weekend I traded them up. So there's the shiny one. That's it there, and you can see the ID 22796 original trainer Game Freak, and then the non-shiny one is exactly the same trainer ID, exactly the same original trainer, and you can see down here it's got the virtual console where it's kind of traded in from, so like it's legit like the same as what it would have been from that gift cartridge, you know. And it's like it's a thing, like there's a fine line with it all, right? It's like I could speak to someone I know that's got PK Hex and be like, can you just create this Pokemon for me? And they could be like, yep, no problem. But there's not like that like graft behind it. Like that took a lot of work to kind of get that Mew, and I'm sure that those of you that have done it before kind of know that it's not like an easy process to get it. So it feels like doing it that way kind of almost makes it feel like all right, although, you know, but I guess PK Hex as well as an external software, so you're kind of doing it all in game, which I feel like makes it fine, or semi-fine, as fine as you can get when you're doing things like that. I found out that the shiny Japanese Arceus I have was from the 2015 mystery movie gift, the only time it was ever given out as a shiny, which could give you a random Arceus, shiny or not, with any one of the plate. Wow. So it wasn't shiny locked. That's crazy. That's so cool. See, that's a little bit of history there. That's amazing. Thanks for sharing that. Very cool Pokemon to have. Professor Oak, if I find the shiny Arceus, Lee, I'm trading it to... No way, mate. There's no way I'm accepting that. You need to keep... If you get that... How many resets... There's no way. It's like the untradeable Pokemon, I feel. Sorry, I'm happy that I have an event Mew from 2016 with Game Freak as a trainer in a Cherish Ball. That's very cool. But that shiny from Virtual Console is ultimate bragging. Yeah, I feel like it's like, you know, because there is a chance when you got it, I think, from the event that it could be shiny, right? Because it's... Unless the IVs were locked from the event itself, which I don't know. I assume that it could have been random when it was traded into a game. But I'm not really too sure on how the generation of the Mew worked when it traded over. So I'm sure the information's online. Madara with Gen 1 event specifically, I wasn't even alive for that, and I see zero reason to gatekeep that. Yeah, That's the thing. Like, it's nice to kind of have it, like, for people that, you know, didn't even get the opportunity to get it. And because it's that original one as well. And it's like anyone can go in and do it as well. If you've got a copy of Red in the eShop or the original cards, you can do it. Probably not a great idea to do in the original cards because there's very slim chance you're ever going to be able to get them off there onto anything current, which is sad. I watched a cool video the other day though of a guy that made his own, like he modded a link cable with a mod chip, and he's able to trade between Gen 2 and Gen 3, which was very cool. And I just thought that's amazing that he's been able to do that, and he coded all of the different information that was passed over when he went into the trade. And I think he traded a Talonflame. What are you doing out? He traded over Red Gyarados from Crystal into Fire Red, I think. It's a very cool video. I'm still hunting Arceus. Do you have... I do have my Shiny Arceus from Japan, which gave you access to the Sinjar Ruins in Hard Gold. That's amazing. That is very cool. That was a Japan exclusive event as well, wasn't it? Kevin. Oh, here we go. Wait, there. The music is gone. In my city, we got a vintage game shop I bought back in the day. A copy of White, Black 2 and White 2 for only €100. Both of them for that. They were official Nintendo sealed. Have you still got them sealed? Don't tell me you still have them sealed. That'd be amazing. But that's still a bargain for those two, especially now. We were talking about it on Monday's stream, like how expensive they are now. And Geo was a newborn when Gen 1 came out. It's crazy to think those games are so old now. Yeah, Rich, I'm exactly the same as you. Like, I completely agree with you. Like, I like everyone to, like, people can do what they want, but I just, like, I agree with you on that. I'd rather work for it. See, I never knew Pokemon was a game until I was about 15 years old. So I loved Pokemon since Gen 1, but only started playing recently. So that is technically my first Mew. That is the catch. That is your first Mew. Are you going back and playing like all the old gens and stuff? That's very cool. Cyrus, do you want 100 shiny Bidoofs? Well, too bad. You're getting them all from you. One Bidoof, non-shiny, is the condition. The trade condition. Zaya, I remember being so heartbroken as a kid when Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire came out and I couldn't trade my Pokemon from Silver and Crystal to the game. I know. Like, it's so brutal. I just don't know why they never created anything where you could trade up from Gen 1 and 2. I know they did the eShop with the games on, and it made it accessible for getting those Pokemon, but it's like, it's not kind of the same, you know? And I imagine like half the games that people had, like the Gen 1 and Gen 2 ones, like the majority of them, there'll be very few like original save files like still intact, I'd imagine, unless people like were able to rip the raw data and have like a hard save of it somewhere and then keep the batteries replenished. I'd imagine like most of those old saves have just like been lost to time, which is like super sad. Yes, it's true. I think you're 100% right with that. Hopefully they do soon. Like all Gen 1 to 3 on the Switch. That's what we need. My first Mew was Pokemon Go, Eric. Did you do the, was that for the Shiny Mew when they first originally did the event? Lockham, how are you doing? Personal attacks from Eric. Cheers, pal. Knees aching. What's this? I've missed it. I've missed it. I don't know what's going on. Madara, like for me personally, I started Pokemon late Gen 4 and I didn't have access to the internet at the time, and going to the store was hard, so I missed all of the Gen 4 and majority of Gen 5. The events, yeah, because they did a lot of them in the like games and game stops and stuff like that back then. And you got the odd one at like Nationals during that time as well. They normally did like an event gift at Nationals, because they never had regionals back. Oh, they might have had regionals in the States, but they didn't have regionals in Europe. So it was just nationals that you had. You had nationals and then worlds, essentially. But they used to do mystery gift event, like Pokemon giveaways at those events, which is quite cool. My friend has an original Emerald game with the original package, and it's still fully working and intact. Yeah, that's nice. And worth a lot now. But that like little GB operator that I got, that is brilliant because you can back up your save data on there, and then if the battery does go on it, you've got the save on your computer, and then you can, you know, replace the battery in the cartridge and then just transfer the save back onto the cartridge once you've replaced the battery. I think it's such a game changer for that sort of thing. Harry, how are you doing, mate? I hope you're well, having a great Wednesday. Thanks for joining the stream tonight, and I hope you enjoy it with us for the rest of the evening. I think we are on 40 now. Javier, I'm trading away all your Hisuian Voltorb. Are they all the ones in the Ultra Balls? Sidestay, I would love to replay Hard Gold again and put my Pokemon in Pokemon Home. Yeah, I haven't played those games for such a long time. It'd be a really fun thing to do. And then, yeah, being able to transfer them into Home as well. Super nice. Oddish, I've got to go figure out something good to trade you from you. I've told you, mate. Bidoof. A standard, boring Bidoof from... It has to be from Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. If you don't have those games, it can be any Bidoof. But it has to be level 10 only from you. That's a stipulation. Non-shiny as well. Hotech, do you think we'll ever see remakes or remasters of Colosseum Guilds of Darkness? I don't know. Probably, I want to say no. Which is sad to say, because I think we may see remasters of them at some stage, you know? I don't see why not, we wouldn't. It'd be cool if they did. I just couldn't see them ever doing like remakes of those games. I feel like they were so... they were almost like testers for like future things to come to test ideas out. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe like who knows? Who am I to say they won't do them? I just can't. I couldn't see them doing them, to be honest. Evelyn, happy Wednesday to you as well. Thank you so much for the good luck, and hope you're doing good. Great to see you as always, and hope everything's all right with yourself. Lexi, I'm afraid if my 630-hour Emerald save still exists, you should check it. If it does, order a GB operator and then put that save on your computer so you can't ever lose it. No way, prof. I can't accept it. Only Bidoof from you two. Harry, I recently played through Platinum and then BDSP. It was very fun. Nice. Platinum's another game I haven't played through in such a long time. Very fond memories of Platinum. And Andrew, I'm just about to start Pokemon Sacred Gold, which by the looks of things is amazing, just like Renegade Platinum. Let us know how that goes. I'm interested to hear what you think of that. It sounds a lot of fun. I hope you have a good time with it. I hope you have a blast with it. Oddish, can you get Bidoof in Scarlet and Violet? I don't know. Can you? I don't think so. Can the Bidoof have Pokerus? Not in Scarlet and Violet, but it can in pretty much everything else. Except Legends Arceus. I don't think Pokerus exists in that game, does it? But alright, even now, there's no realistic way I can go to Nationals, let alone Worlds for the events. Yeah, I think that's a nice thing that they do now for the events, is they do them like online. So it's nice, like the giveaways are always online for the events. They're always through the streams, which is really good and makes them way more accessible for players. I don't know what happened there with my Rhydon. Weird, it kind of skidded to the side. Alicia, my brother found a Nintendo DS Pokemon White version game. I received currently Shiny Dialga from the mystery gift box, and I'm trying to transfer it now to Scarlet. That's awesome. That is very cool. Is that one of the event shinies that they did during that time? Yeah, Snow on Fly. Yes, I trade them all up to Scarlet. So this game right here, this is what I'll trade them into. Javier sharing all of those Hisuian Voltorbs in those Ultra Balls. That's amazing. Venos, thank you so much for the subscribe, and thanks if you are joining the stream tonight. I hope you enjoy it with us all and you're having a great Wednesday. Edson, thank you so much for the message. I have seen it, and thank you for the good luck. Hope you're having a great Wednesday. Thanks for joining the stream with us tonight. Alicia, I had to buy a 3DS with Pokemon Transport and I'm currently waiting to arrive in order to transfer it. It deserves a home, so I say it's worth. That's awesome. That is cool. It's annoying that you can't download it from the eShop, even at, like, it's because it's closed, of course, but it's just like, it's such an integral bit of software you need for like compatibility from Gen 3 up, you know? And without like outside sources, you can't really get it like officially anymore, and like unless you say you're lucky enough to kind of come across someone selling it with it already installed on a console. I'd be careful though when you get the console. I wouldn't probably put a new profile onto the console until you've traded the Pokemon, because I think Pokemon Transporter does it use your, I'm pretty sure it uses your login, your Nintendo login. So hopefully it's, I don't know, I could be wrong. I just want to say that that's kind of what happens. I think it logs you into your Nintendo account. So if the account hasn't been erased on the system that you're getting, then that's pretty good. But I wouldn't want you to put like a new profile on and then that game not to be there. But it might not happen as well, I'm not too sure. Just check before you do it. Tomahawk, yeah, I'm the same, mate. I'm still struggling with that, like the research tasks. I feel like it's going to be like a year nearly before I get it. Honestly, it's like brutal. It'll be a nice moment when it does happen though, whenever it'll be in the future. Pogo will probably not be a thing anymore, and I'll be like, I finally did it, and they've shut it all down. Joe Coleman, how are you doing? How are you? I love the content, man. Best of luck for the shiny. Thank you so much. And thanks for coming by the stream. Great to see you join us tonight. And if you do stick around, I hope you enjoy it and have a great rest of your Wednesday. Great rest of your Wednesday. Andrea bought an extra Nintendo 2DS, which came modded so I can use Pokemon Bank and Transporter. That's, yeah. I think that's what a lot of people have to do now. If they didn't catch it, it's like the only option. But yeah, it's a nice way to do it, so you can actually use the facilities to do it. And Oddish, okay, about a level 100, fully EV trained, IV trained, shiny Magikarp, legitimately sourced from the ocean. I love it. That sounds good. That sounds perfect. Madara, They do events now so good. It's very accessible now. Granted, also it's been almost 20 years since it started the game, so I might be biased. Yeah, that's very true. Yeah, it has come a long way, but it is nice. And we got that shiny Grimmsnarl event this Friday, which will be dropping. So that'll be a nice little mystery gift event to get. And then after that, it's going to be the Gastrodon, and I'd imagine they'll do one. I think they'll do one for the DLCs as well. You know, when the DLCs drop, I think they'll do a mystery gift event to entice. It might not be for a shiny, but it'll be for something, I would think. You know, if you've got the DLCs, you're going to be able to get this new Pokemon. You know, they did it with Galarian Slowpoke as kind of a way to tease people in a little bit more. Like anyone really needs convincing. But I think they'll probably do one for that. So we should be good for mystery gifts for the next, like, month or two, I think. And of course, if they drop that 7-star Mewtwo raid, there's a good chance there's going to be a Mew mystery gift as well with that. So that would be kind of cool. But the plan for the stream to do next week was to do it before this 7-star Mewtwo event actually drops. So it gives you a chance, if you want the shiny Mew from Red, then you can have it in your game. And then you can use it in the Mewtwo 7-star raid instead of the other Mew. Bebum, 2 years, mate. No way. Thank you, mate. I cannot say how much I appreciate the support, honestly. Thank you so much, mate. I cannot describe. It just means so much, dude. So I appreciate you a lot, man. So thank you so much. 2 years, though, dude. That's crazy. It's gone good, mate. All the better for you joining the chat tonight. I hope you're keeping well, man. And things aren't as busy as they have been for you. Hopefully you're getting a little bit of a break and time to catch up on some rest and stuff like that, mate. But great to see you, man. Let me know how you're doing, though. Channel is going good for you as well, mate. Liking the Pogo stuff that you're doing at the minute. But yeah, let me know how you are keeping, my friend. Lockham, when it comes to Terrorids, does Imprison work? I've never tested it. It's always something I've thought about, because it would be really good if it did, because it's kind of one of those moves that's, I don't know if it would ever get cleared, you know, with, like, you know, when it clears abilities and status conditions and things like that, nullifies. I don't know if Imprison would get affected by that. It's definitely worth testing. It's just one of those things I've had, like, you know, on the list of things to test in a Terrorid. Just never ever got round to doing it. Endeavor doesn't work canonical. No, unfortunately. Be amazing if it did. Take your level 1 Pokemon with a sash in there. Bop a 7-star Terrorid in one turn, then quick attack. That would be awesome. Yeah, unfortunately it doesn't. Jeff doing surprise trades while listening. Just got a shiny Rillaboom. Nice. Not nicknamed or trainer named, being a website. Maybe legit. That is good. Congrats. That is nice. Shiny Rilla. Ready for this weekend. Come on, Rowlett. Where are you? Where is the shiny? Axel, how you doing? I hope you're well. Thanks for joining the stream tonight. And Madara Rillaboom Thursday, Grimmsnarl Friday, Comp Slug number 3 lit. Nice. Full on busyness. It's good. What's your favorite VGC match you had that is available to watch online? Oof. Probably available to watch online. I think there's a top 16 match from the Madrid National, so the Spanish National in 2012. So my top 16 game there, that was a good game. I enjoyed that. Yeah, because then I proceeded to top 8 after that. And then another one that's available online is probably Worlds 2014 against my good old buddy old pal Barish at Worlds. So that one's really cool. It's hard to find though, because I think the only remnants of the official stream was a restream from South America. I want to say the Spanish or the South American team. So it's the official footage, but it's not the official stream footage. It's not the official stream commentary. But that's one of my favorites. And you get to see the team functioning really well against like the big meta picks that year, and Gothitelle, the Mega Mawile that he was using for the trap and stuff like that. And Zapdos and Cole overcame it really well. So that's a nice one. Harry, not sure whether to continue Froakie or Rayquaza. Go for the Froakie. Lee ignored my membership chat message. That hurt. Where is it? Where is it? I definitely didn't. It's not even there, Bebum. I can't even see it. 2 freaking years, let's go. I, like, went on about that for ages, if that's the one you mean. Unless this is late. I don't know. Rose, how are you doing? I hope you're well. Bebum, I haven't seen it. Repeat it, mate. If I missed it, I'm sorry, mate. I feel like I'm in a paradox of my own now. Rose, hope you're having a great Wednesday, though. Thanks for dropping by the stream, and hopefully bring us some luck tonight with this hunt that is going on and on and on. Yugimo, how are you doing? Just need 3 family household and authentic Synesty. Is that what you need for the decks? Do I need mirror armor for my Corviknight for the raid? I would suggest having it. I would definitely suggest, because there's a good chance that Rillaboom might have something like Screech, which would be really problematic if it does, because the mirror armor would actually be really, really, really strong, because it would bounce the Screech back onto it and its defense by 2 stages, which makes your job a lot easier, because Corviknight, one of the things with Corviknight is it was meant to use Screech, but if you don't need to use as many, it speeds the whole process up a lot. Phoenix Wild, how are you doing? I got Shiny Rowlett and 844 eggs. That is a lot of eggs. Congrats on the Shiny, but that is a long hunt. We are a long way off that, if that's the number that we're going to have to go through. Hopefully not, but yeah, congrats on the Shiny, though. Really nice to hear you finally got it, and good job sticking with it as well. Andrew, have you seen the new Pogo announcement about Dancer and Mega Dancer raids? No, I have not. Fun fact, Gen 7 is the slowest generation. Is that right? Out of everything on an average? I thought it would have been like Gen 5. There's a lot of slow Pokemon in Gen 5. But yeah, Gen 7. I should probably go finalize what I'm bringing for Rillaboom tonight. Yeah, it's tomorrow night, so it'll be a lot of fun, that one. The next 7-star after the Rillaboom, when it goes live for the first time, I will stream live when that goes live. I can't this week because I'm going to my parents on Friday, so I'll be leaving very early on Friday morning, so I can't stream, unfortunately, when it goes live. But the next one, it will be fun. We'll do a stream on a Thursday night, and we'll do the raid together in real time if you're around for it. Javier, you need a nickname for your Hisuian Voltorb. Let me think. Ball guy. Is that too? I don't know. I just think instantly ball guy from Sword and Shield. Look, I'm looking forward to trying the fluffy Houndstone on Rilla, but yeah, that might be a really good shout as well. I think Corviknight's a safe bet. It really just depends on the moveset, you know, and how it interacts in the raid. I have a feeling that, like, there's a part of me that expects it to be really difficult, but I have a feeling that they're not going to give it the coverage we kind of expect it to, and it's going to work out a lot easier than what most people expect it to be. And I think there might be a really quick answer to it. And it might be one of the easier raids to farm in the end. Maybe a bit like the Chestnut. But it could be the complete opposite as well. It just depends. So many factors. Do you think Annihilate will work on Rillaboom? I think it'll be all right. I think it'll do fine, but I also think you haven't got the Rage Fist, which normally speeds up the whole thing of Annihilate being very good, you know, like that kind of snowball with Annihilate where the Rage Fist kind of doubles it or boosts its damage by 50 base power every time it gets hit, and that doesn't reset through the battle because of it being a normal type, of course. Hugo, I'll be streaming the raid tomorrow as well. Hopefully get in on some with y'all. Nice. If I can jump in, I'll try and jump in because I will be covering the event when it goes live with the best build. So we'll do our usual testing, and then we'll get our best solo build up as soon as after that. Hopefully around maximum after the event goes live, an hour, I would say, and then yeah, hopefully that makes it easy for everyone. Endry, thank you. I hope, well, we should crack it. We've been pretty good so far with our solo builds. So the basic thing is just getting to the raid and just assessing it. Like, it's pretty easy to figure out how you can like go on and maximize, but get a really good solo build to work when you know when it resets its drops, if it does, when it resets your drops, and when the shield goes up, and then it's the moveset really after that, which makes a huge difference. But of course we aren't privy to any of that until it goes live. Larkham, from previous ones, we do tend to overestimate how tricky they will be. Think only one or two have been as tricky as we guessed they would. Yeah, I think the Delphox one was definitely tricky. Probably one of the more tricky ones, to be honest, because I don't feel like there was a quick way. Solo, I mean, like online's a bit different because you can use like the Berserker kind of all of those kind of strats, like Heatran one-shot it. So going online, you can run through them so quickly, but solo in game, I feel like the Delphox was a very slow one. Even with the most effective builds, you were kind of struggling to get it done before the timer hit halfway, whereas, you know, you did the Chestnut one like before that, and it was like such a walk in the park. You didn't even really need to think when you were going in and doing it. You know, that was really good for farming the items, whereas Delphox, it didn't feel as effective. So hopefully Rillaboom is. Oddish new guess 193. Let's go. Madara, yeah. Usually either overdo it or underdo it on expectations, yeah. And I feel at this point as well, it's more like overdoing it, because I think you saw like everyone's like has an overview of it and just expects the worst every time. Like, I think most people are like, it's gonna have acrobatics, it's gonna have stomping tantrum, it's gonna have fighting coverage, and it's gonna have a big powerful grass move. And I think the only one out of all of those we can say 100% that it will have is it's gonna have Woodhammer probably, or drum beating, and it's more likely to be Woodhammer. But outside of that, I would say it might not have any coverage for anything else. I think the acrobatics is really scary, but Stomping Tantrum is really scary as well, for the fact that if it misses or it fails, it doubles in damage. So that can be a little bit tricky. But again, like, I think maybe we are overestimating it. I'm going to try the God. Arceus might probably still be the best for solo. I think you might be right as well, Andre. I think maybe having it with the Ghost plate to set up and having a fighting Terra type on it might be the way to go forward with it. But then I would think you'd have to run Aurora Sphere over Judgment. Pinksy, how are you doing? I hope you're well, my friend. I had a lot of trouble with Delphox. Yeah, Rose. Delphox was not easy at all. Game Wrath, Decidueye and Delphox are trickiest for me. I don't have legendaries to use. Yeah. So I try and use, like, try and make builds that are accessible to everyone in the games as well, to make it like, you know, because I do realize not everyone's going to have access to the Hisuian Pokemon. Not everyone's going to have access to the legendaries. So there has to be like some common ground where you can have a solo build that's good. It might not be the best option, but it's an option that everyone can use still. Bev, I'm sorry for the super late reply, but I just got home and wanted to make myself a meal because I'm starving. Don't need to apologize, dude. Hope you're having something good. Corey, thank you so much for the sub. Kind of gave you an idea of how busy I am. Yeah, I kind of got that, dude. Oh, man, I hope it quietens down for you soon. But I hope you're keeping all right and making sure you're taking care of yourself, mate. And have you got like a summer break coming up soon, or is it like full on over the summer with everything? I'm hoping you're going to say summer break. What is the top 5 hardest to tell shinies in your opinion? Goldingo. Do you mean ones that we can get? I should put Goldingo in there because you can get it, or you could get it. So Goldingo for sure. Gengar, Garchomp. Then you would have to say like Cerulege, Armarouge, because they're difficult. They got to be some of the trickiest ones, I think. Lockham, love Delphox. I tend to just run support online, so I was using Orangaroo, then switched to Eevee, Dashbun, and spammed stat lowering moves. Delphox just spammed Will-O-Wisp. GG's, yeah. It's so much different online. It's like you've got to get the Pokemon right, and you've got to have the right teammates. But when you do, when it clicks, it's so easy to do online with friends. But it's like, I just like the challenge of the solo builds at the start, where it's like figuring it out. And then getting it right, it's a nice payoff as well when it works well. Dude, you're always welcome. Yeah, I always will as well, Bebum. Always will, my friend. But keep me up to date with how everything is with you. We need to catch up soon. Pokegold Mine, on the topic of Delphox, thank you for the guide. With G-Slocking, I didn't do the Sword and Shield DLC, but could get it with Pokemon Go and transferred it to Sword and Shield. Ah, that's amazing that you were able to get it in Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go saves like so many of these things, like so many Pokemon available in Pokemon Go. Saves so many players that haven't played the old games, being able to kind of still get stuff in Scarlet and Violet. So that's so good. But thank you so much for the support, and please the guide worked out. I really like the Galarian Slowking against the Delphox. I thought it was probably one of the more optimal ones to use. Zara, got myself a Glastrier ready with the build you suggested in your guide, hoping to breeze through the raid this weekend. Hopefully it works, mate. Glastrier is a really strong Pokemon as well. And I think the body press stuff is probably quite reliable. So I think it should do well. There's like a lot of people think it's gonna have like Boom Burst, which I could see makes sense, but in it, like, I just feel like it just doesn't make sense as well, because it's just a special attack and Rillaboom's primarily physical. So I think the worst case scenario would be Sunny Day Growth and Boom Burst. That would be a real spanner in the works. But then I think then Annihilate just becomes a way better option because of that. But then you need to worry about like Boom Burst and then Stomp and Tantrum as a combination. But that's like worst case scenario, I think. Larkham, I just love sitting there when it's quiet at work, just brainstorming potential counters for these 7-star raids. Yeah, I'm exactly the same. I love doing that sort of stuff. Larkham, do you play like VG by any chance? Because if you don't, you should totally play. You should get into competitive VG. You would really enjoy it. But I'm not teaching at the university anymore, but I'm rather at an institute, so there is no actual summer break, sadly. Oh, no way. No break. Yash Patel, thank you so much for the subscribe. If you joined the stream tonight, Yash, I hope you're enjoying it with us. But regardless, hope you are having a fantastic Wednesday. And that is 186. Also, after 47 resets, still no Magikarp outbreak. Anyone got one? I don't know if I've even seen a Magikarp outbreak in my games. I must have done. I must have just ignored it. I have no memory of seeing one though, Oddish. It's all crazy. If you use a Pokemon with Fling and threw your held item to Rillaboom, would that weaken its acrobatics? No. So the when you use Fling, it's not acquired by the Pokemon that you throw it to. So you'd have to use Switcheroo, which I don't know if it would it fail because they don't have an item. I don't think it would. So you'd have to use that as an option to switch the items, but Fling wouldn't give it to the Pokemon. It would damage it. It's like if you use Fling with a berry. The berry gets flung, it does a little bit of damage, and then it activates the berry, so the effect of it activates. So the Pokemon doesn't actually hold it. They get instant access to the berry. Madara, for me personally, Delphox wasn't bad, but without home, that would have been the hardest one easily. Yeah. I think it was because it was just such a small pool of Pokemon that were really like good going into it. That made it difficult, I think. And Fairy and Fire coverage is really potent. It's very strong offensively, so there's very few things that you can kind of bring to that combination that do well against it. That's why you kind of really need something with Flash Fire. Gives you a huge advantage. So you only need to concentrate down on the Fairy weakness then. Tomacock, maybe even the Cinderace we got from the 7-star raid could be a good option against Rillaboom. I think that really the key things you need to really look for in Pokemon that are going to be effective against the 7-star raids, just because they've got such a big HP multiplier. This only really counts for like solo raids though, is looking at the move options that the Pokemon's got. Like it needs a way to be able to lower the defense stat of the target Pokemon, and then it needs a way to boost its own stat that's going to take advantage. That really expedites the whole damage output that you're doing. Because you look at something like Rillaboom, it's got like a 30 times multiplier to its HP. So we are on 91. So it's going to have like 10,000 HP stat. So, you've only got like so many turns in the raid as well with everything else that's going on to be able to kind of defeat it. So you've got to have that really big damage output. And just some Pokemon are effective against it, but they just don't have the damage output to close the raid out in time. And it's so close. So really what you want to be doing, especially, like it's fine if you just want to grab one of them. If you want to farm the items though, which a lot of players do, because they're so good for like level up candies and all sorts of other like really good high cost items, you want the fastest effective way possible. So if Skull Bunny, I don't know off the top of my head, does it get something like Screech, or the best options are the ones that don't get affected by the shield as well. But yeah, it's worth looking at though, for sure. Hardest shiny to spot in the game is Sunken and Sunflora. Yeah, there's very little difference between the shinies of those Pokemon. I forgot about Sunflora. Just realized it wasn't subbed. Yugimo, thank you so much. I don't know if you have subbed. No notifs come up, but if you have, I appreciate it. If you haven't, hit the sub button. Get down there and do it. Kayla, will you ever compete in competitive again? Yes, 100%. I plan to next year. So I'm looking forward to next season. Rose, Grookey was my first starter in Sword and Shield, so I love Rillaboom. That is awesome, and you're gonna have a fun time with this raid this weekend with that Mightiest Mark and whatever that means down the line for it as well. Mine was Skull Bunny, my first starter, but as a final Evo, Rillaboom's definitely winning that one every time. Stefan, how are you doing? I hope you're well, my friend. Thanks for hopping in and joining the stream tonight. Magic Carp outbreaks are almost always bugged and are worth it. Huh, I never realized that. Is that like a bit like the what's the Wish Cache evolution pre-evolution ones that are just like two show up at a time? The Barboach ones. They're pretty bugged, which is frustrating because it's a cool shiny. Josh Kreitz, thank you so much for the sub. And if you are joining us tonight, Josh, I hope you enjoy the stream with us. But having a great Wednesday regardless. Wimmerdam is impossible to tell it's shiny. That is very true. That's another one. Not in Scarlet and Violet though, thankfully. So that's good. It probably will be in the DLCs though, hanging in those trees. Keyboy, you have a Galarian Zapdos for the raid. You think that can sell it? I do. I think that's going to be really... I think like it should be really consistent with the bulk up. I do feel like... I think the fact that it's got Thunderous Kick in that lowers the defense every time through the shield or not, it's going to give you that consistent damage and that consistent snowball through the raid. The only thing I would worry about is like the Rillaboom having Swords Dance or Growth or something like that that's going to expedite its stats to the point where it gets a little bit scary. But you do have bulk up to kind of counteract that on the Zapdos as well. I guess it just comes down to when the Rillaboom's going to like reset its drops or your drops, you know? If it's both the resets or early on in the battle, it's kind of manageable, really. It's when the resets like after like 6 turns, and then it gets a little bit tricky because then you're at a stage where you've taken so much time off the raid timer. Setting up potentially at that stage where it's you have to instantly start setting up just to kind of protect yourself in the first stage and then get yourself in a position where you can do the damage after that and then Terrasilize, so it really sets you back. So yeah. Then excited for Rillaboom. It's the starter I used when I played Shield. It's a cool Pokemon. It's a very cool Pokemon. I'm so sad he lost like Grassy Glide though from Sword and Shield. I love that move. I love the fact that it had priority as well. It was pretty broken, but yeah, I love Rillaboom. It's such a cool Pokemon. Boboch was my third to last shiny hunt for shiny decks. Lexi. It was awful. I can imagine. I got very lucky in PLA. I was like flying down. I think I was heading to do a Turtwig shiny hunt. And I was flying over the water and there was a Boboch shiny in the water. So that's how I luckily got one. Very lucky. 212 is my next guess. Danny does. It's not too far off. It is not too far off. Zone Clan, I was building my Corviknight for Friday and I hatched a shiny Rookidee. I'll be using nice. That's shiny Rookidee is S tier shiny. I love shiny Rookidee. Sebla, I'll be looking while hunting for perfect IVD Dittos. Good luck with that hunt as well. And thank you so much for the support. And hope you enjoy the rest of the stream with us tonight, my friend. Right. How many, what have we got left? Got 9. Okay, we've got a bit. Is there any more ways to hatch quicker than Flame Body? Yeah, Simpletron, if you put a sandwich power on as well. So if you set up a picnic like this, we haven't got one on at the minute, and put a egg power level 2 on, it does cut down the steps needed. So if you combine that with a Flame Body Pokemon, it really cuts down the time it takes to hatch eggs. This one, number 18, Ultra Peanut Butter Sandwich, it will give you egg power level 2. So that's the easiest way to do it. Ooh, nearly lost it. Harry is so conflicted with the starters in this game. I thought Skeledirge was the best final, but I love Floragato as a middle and Quaxley as a first stage, but I chose Sprigatito. Yeah, I went from Fuecoco to Quaxley, and then I ended up at Sprigatito, and that was my starter I chose, and I think it's got the best final evo for competitive, and I like its design the best out of all 3 as well. Yeah, so Simpletron, if you put this on, you'll be able to check that the egg power runs. It lasts for like 30 minutes. You can press the right direction on your D-pad on your controller, and you'll get this little timer and egg power 2, level 2 there. And that will make it really, really speedy for hatching the eggs as well with your Flame Body Pokemon in your party. Which move was that, Bebum? Shiny Fortress exploded me. Got 2 shiny Fennekin yesterday. Damn it, guy. Nice. Congrats. I was lucky after 500 eggs. 2 shinies and 500 eggs. That's amazing. Congrats. Super nice shinies as well. Probably nearing between 850 and 900 hours. I only recently learned my accent. You can zoomed up pressing the analog right stick. 200 plus shinies with normal view. Oh, that is crazy, mate. At least you know now, though, for going forward. You did it like the hard way now. Now it's going to be like easy street from now on out. Is it wrong if I take my daughter's 6 IV Masuda shiny data for myself? Definitely not. Just you're not taking it. You're just borrowing it. Yeah, for a good cause. Definitely not. I think as a collective we all agree that feels like the only logical thing to do. I would do that. Rose only mostly get shinies accidentally. You don't have enough patience. That's the best way to get them, though. The sporadic shinies are always the best ones, the surprise ones. Maxi 217, thank you so much for the guess. Hope you're right. I do egg hunt. Do you use a sandwich and save on our sandwiches? So yeah, I use the same egg power to produce the eggs because it speeds up the eggs appearing in the basket as well. And yeah, I save after I've done it normally. But you can save before you do the whole process and then hatch all of the eggs and then reset your game. And essentially then you don't have to release the Pokemon, but we have Pokemon Home now. So releasing is not like batch releasing the Reject isn't like too difficult to do anymore. Simpletron going for shiny Dreepy. Good luck. Great shiny. Hope you get it very, very early. Snow on Fly. Shiny Alolan Graveler exploded on me in Ultra Moon. Never forgot about it. That is brutal. That is brutal. No problem, guy. You're welcome, my friend. Oh, they're still saying 218. Then I'm also anxiously waiting for the DLC. Along with everyone else, I'm sure. When do you think we will get it? I'm hopeful for September, but don't know if it's a realistic or not. I think 100% September. I really do. I like my hunch on it is going to be, I would say the 3rd week in September, I think, is when we'll get it. But it might be very beginning of September. You never know. Never know. But I think it will be September. I'm pretty confident. Unless something tragically bad happens. Damn it, guy. Really hoping you got the shiny Rowlett in the bag quickly. Thank you, mate. I appreciate it. We definitely need it. Don't forget the nicknames. I won't, mate. You'll have to remind me, though. Oddish, drop them in the chat. I know it's push-ups, but I don't know which one's which. I know it was the Oshawott and the Arcanine. Harry had my first shiny fail of this game a few weeks ago. My shiny Skunky used self-destruct, but I reclaimed it and also got a Krogan and an extra shiny that I evolved. It worked out in the end. It's horrible when you fail a shiny, though, especially one that you've been going for a long time. It is the worst. I believe my method is to get a lot of eggs and hatch them quickly, then release the non-shiny at home and then rinse and repeat. Yeah, that's what I kind of tend to do. Or if I'm doing it off, like if I'm not streaming it, I tend to release them as I go. So I just don't end up putting them back in the boxes. Just release them as they hatch. Well, not as a hatch, but like now I would release all of these, and then I would just move on to the next line of eggs, if that makes sense. Ooh, no luck tonight so far. Devin, how are you doing? I'm good, my friend. Thanks so much for coming by the stream tonight. I hope you're doing well. Great to see you as always. Dynamic's birthday September the 14th, so that would be the nicest present. That would be the best present. Imagine if it came out on the 14th. What a birthday present. If it comes out at the start of September, that would be cool. My birthday is the 3rd, so that would be... I think it's a Sunday, so I don't think it'll come out on a Sunday. But on the Monday, that would be good. Push-ups for Growlithe and squats for Oshawott and crunches for the Rowlet. Okay. 3. I'm going to trade... Since it's 3, I'm going to trade you these on Discord, if that's all right with you. And then I can do them, because that might take a little bit long to do all the nicknames. Happened across Shiny Rowlett and Shiny Tatsugiri whilst farming through the initial 60. That's awesome. Why are you doing that? I never get any shinies while doing that step. It's like, yeah, that's like the non-shiny territory. So good job. Should have bought a lottery ticket now I think about it. Yeah, definitely. Shiny breeding requires a lot of patience and luck. I have to score the shiny Charmander today. I hope you get it. Shiny Charmander is great. Definitely you need a lot of patience, I think. And the luck. We've been very lucky recently, so... Like, we've had below odds with everything that we've done recently. I think the longest one was the Oshawott one. Closely behind... What's the first one we came and did? Was the Fennekin. I think that was 300 and something. It might have been 370 odd. Landing, my guess is 230. I will take that all day landing if we get it. But thank you for the guess, Eric. Gotta love during a raid when someone uses overheat for their first 2 moves. Yes. The best, but not... It's great, but as long as they don't reset their drop straight after that second one, then you're like... Come on. Devin, I'm gonna, what's that? I'm doing awesome today. Great to hear, mate. Great to hear. And Oddish, I'm gonna do Mass Outbreak in PLA. Nice, mate. Good luck. Hope you get some nice shinies in that game. Yes, Oddish, it is. Harry, first ever shiny was an Alolan Raticate. No way. That's a great first shiny to get. How's Growlithe's done? I don't know how and where. It has went over the years. Oh, so you've lost track of where it is. Hopefully you can find it. Locate that Raticate. That's a cool first shiny to get, though. Zone Clan. What does shiny Tatsugiri look like? It depends which form. The easiest one to spot is is it the stretchy one, which is the white? Which is white, which is easy. And then there's the... Oh, I can't remember which one looks exactly like one of the other forms, which is like the most troll-looking shiny Pokemon ever. This is so hard to spot because it just looks like one of the other 3 forms. But the white one's the easiest one, and I think the best-looking one as well. Snow on Fly. If Alolan games get added to the Switch, I'll go on my redemption. Oh, I can get that shiny Graveler. Go into PLA and get a shiny Graveler. I like literally, I was evolving some of the Hisuian starters a few weeks ago, and I was going backwards and forwards to the Blissey and Obsidian Fieldlands, and there's a Graveler around there, and it was shiny, and I managed to catch it. No, it wasn't in Obsidian Fieldlands. It was in the Cobalt Coastlands. Sorry, yeah. And there was a shiny Graveler, and I got it. You should go and hunt in that game. I have a good feeling about it. Go and get it. Raiding with others is honestly harder than solo, yeah. Like I said, like at the time, I think if you got the right teammates, you are golden. But if you are going in randoms with no game plan, hardest thing in the world. Impossible almost. Droopy is the white one, is it? Okay, yeah. I'm probably just getting them mixed up. Which one's the yellow one as well? Rose, I was one off. One off with the Osirus, so I'll predict the same number for Rowlett. 278. Okay, Scott, 229. Thank you. Thank you both for the guesses. That's 220. I'm getting close. We might be getting to your guess, Rose, on our next stream when we continue this. It's the droopy one, which is the white one. Okay, thanks, Harry. Appreciate that. Landon, thank you so much for coming by the stream tonight. Great hanging and chatting with you tonight, and hope you have a great rest of your day, and hopefully see you on another stream soon. But take care of yourself, my friend. Bebum. Nothing beats my accidental 2 shinies in PLA while recording some guides for the channel. Sadly, I failed one of them, but got the important one. Shiny Ursaring. Nice. That's the one you want. Pinksy236 is your guess. Thank you. Let's see if you're right. Not be long until you are. Or till we can see, at least. Oddish226. Currently trying for scissor raids, and it's bad. What finding them? KWO. Do they only appear as a 6-star raid in Scarlet and Violet? Yeah, they must do. Must only be 6-star. It's frustrating when you're trying to hunt for that one specific raid Pokemon. And I swear everything else shows up in place of it. Oddish, just checking I can use home to transfer a PLA Magikarp to Scarlet and Violet. You can indeed, yes. Cool channel, my guess is 232. Thank you. Hope you are right. Take that every day. Hold on, where you're hatching them. On the roof of the Pokemon League. So you can get onto the roof of the Pokemon League. Just climb up the cliff and glide over. Bebum, do not worry about it, mate. You go and get some rest, mate. We'll not be going for that much longer tonight anyway. So you go get rested up. But thank you so much for coming by the stream, mate. We do need to catch up soon. Hopefully before I head off to Worlds. It'd be good to catch up with you, man. Still here for the last egg, though. Okay, mate. In this batch or the last egg in the boxes? Professor Oak, like the stream. If everyone here, if you can do me a huge favor, it does really help out the stream. You don't need to go down there, but it would be very appreciated by myself if you could just go down, hit that little thumbs up. If you are enjoying it, of course. I don't think there is a thumbs down now that I can say, go hit the thumbs down if you're not enjoying it. But I guess if you weren't enjoying it, you wouldn't be here, so... Or maybe you would. Maybe you spite me that much that you have to hang in and watch the stream. But I think there's only a like button now. I don't know what YouTube are doing these days. But if you can hit that button, it would be massively appreciated. So I would appreciate it. So thank you so much. Even though you've already done enough by coming here, spending the time, hanging out tonight, making the stream amazing, I'm asking more of you. So there's no necessity to do it, but it does help out the channel. But I appreciate it, if you do or not. I know, mate, it's been a while. No, last egg in the box. Okay, cool, mate. That's good. Okay, so we got a little bit of time. Oddish, you like the stream before it even starts. That's what I like to hear, mate. Thank you so much. Damn it, guy with the thumbs up. Thank you, mate. I appreciate it. Remember the days of YouTube when you'd rate 1 to 5 stars? I cannot remember those days. No, that's crazy. 1 to 5 stars. That sounds kind of fun. I wonder if they'll ever bring anything like that back. Can you imagine? Your channel is rated 1 star out of 5. Please rate us. Give us a 5-star rating. Yeah, the thumb up, thumb down. The thumb up's fine, isn't it? I wish you could transfer Jangmo into Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. I know, right? Like, I keep thinking about it. Like, it would have been such a good Pokemon for this Rillaboom raid. That was the one Pokemon I was looking at. Is like, if Como was in this game, it would absolutely body Rillaboom in this raid. It would be so good. It's like the perfect Pokemon for it with soundproof as well. I miss Como. It's such a cool Pokemon. Cool, mate. That sounds good, Bevum. That sounds like a good plan. Maxi, thank you so much for coming out to the stream tonight. Great hanging with you. Take care of yourself, and I'll hopefully see you on the next stream when we're live. But thank you so much again for coming by tonight. Danny does. There is a dislike button, but engagement is engagement. If they dislike, they will still get recommended your channel. Is that right? Is it? That's interesting. So if you dislike, I don't think I've ever disliked a video on YouTube. I thought it'd been taken away. I do leave likes though on videos that I watch. Because it's like that double standard. I feel like I can't ask for likes or for people to drop a like as a favor to help the channel. If I don't do it with other stuff that I watch, I feel like, yeah, you can't do that. Thank you so much, everyone. I really appreciate it. And thank you, Professor Oak, for pushing drive and force of that tonight. And always, it is massively appreciated. Alex D, why not do some online battles with your shinies? That is the plan, Alex. That's what we are aiming to do, for sure. So we will be doing some ranked ladder. Potentially before I go away to Worlds. So, and if not, definitely when I get back from Worlds. Commodore will appear in the DLCs. I hope it's the Teal Mask. Pinksy, my guess will be correct. Maybe. I hope it is. Hope it is correct. Shiny energy. We need the spirit bomb. Spirit bomb energy for the shiny. We've been quite good at the end of the streams recently. We've had it. We get it at the very end of the streams. Remember that weird... Which one was it for? It was for Cyndaquil, wasn't it? Where I missed a box. I thought I'd finished all of the eggs I prepared for that stream. And I was getting ready to wrap up, and then I realized there was an extra box that I missed. And the shiny was in that box. Good moments, good times. If we get anything like that tonight, that'll be great. Got one more there, and then let me pop this back on. G-Mans, how you doing? Dislike is rated against what people dislike, things they would watch. So someone else disliking something else would recommend your channel to them. Huh, okay. That's interesting that then it works like that. Harry, sorry for my guess, 527. That's fine, Harry. It's probably a bit more realistic. At this stage, right? We're halfway there anyway, or just about. And Bebum, have you tried messing around with Blender 3D for your thumbnails? Using 3D Pokemon models, so appealing. Time consuming though, sadly. I haven't, mate. That sounds epic. You know what? I love messing around with stuff for thumbnails as well. I spend way too much time on my thumbnails. I do spend a lot of time on my thumbnails now. They aren't just put together quickly. Like, they take a long time to do. It's just the little bits, because a lot of the Pokemon and stuff like that are all cut out and then put in, and then effects, like lighting effects on them and things to make them pop a little bit more. That sounds a lot of fun though, Bebum. I'd love to have a little bit more of a chat with you, and you can teach me some things, and then make the process take even longer. But if it makes the thumbnails look better, then it's so worth it, right? Professor Smoke, shiny Hisuian Sneasel last night and less than 60 eggs. Congrats. That's what we like to hear. That is a nice low number. Did you hatch a bunch more eggs that you had to hatch after that? Or was it like, nah, got no more? That's good though. Congrats. Super nice shiny as well. G-Man's logged off the stream right before he found the Fennekin. It's always the way, isn't it? We got the Oshawott the other night, and there's a bunch of people that were like, I literally went away for like 2 minutes, and we got the shiny right then. It's always the way. Hopefully we get it tonight, and you're here for it. All my shinies ever hatch or ever seen are always at nighttime. I never seen a daytime shiny. That's mad. Never. It was a shiny Fennekin. And Kevin. Do you know if Kevin's gone to Worlds, Bevum? And thank you so much. I appreciate that, mate. Shimmering Shiny Vaporeon. How are you doing? I hope you're well. I'm good. Thanks so much for asking. Got a Shiny Hisuian Growlithe in Pokemon Violet and 1 egg. No way. 1 egg. That is nuts. Congrats. Super nice shiny as well. Love Shiny Growlithe and Shiny Hisuian Arcanine. That's all of them. 240. There is 1 line left, I think. 1 line left. And I think it is this one. Is this one going to be the magic one? Then that's it, friends. So this will be 245 tonight. We've blitzed through. We've done pretty well, I think. The Gold Assassin. Rose, thank you so much for coming by the stream. And have a great rest of your day. Take care of yourself and hopefully catch you on the next one. And got that Mew stream set up all for next Wednesday. So I'm looking forward to doing that one. So hopefully we can get you your Mew back in that stream. What you got tragically wrong, but we'll have to try. Have you ever tried Nuzlocke? Yes, Endry. There's I think the last one we did was it the BDSP sleep lock that we did? So I did a sleep lock and BDSP. That was a lot of fun. But we have done Nuzlocks on the channel before, yeah. So I think the plan is to do maybe Black and White or maybe Black and White 2 again when I come back from Worlds. Start those. Or I might do some of the older games as well. Like Emerald, maybe Crystal. Crystal might be a really cool one to do. Kevin isn't going to Worlds, sadly. That is sad. Mr. Leviathan, how are you doing? About to go on the grind for the Beast Ball at the Academy. Do you know any other way to get it? Though it might be quicker. No, it's not going to be quicker. It might be quicker, actually. It might be quicker to do it. Create a new profile on your Switch. Start a new playthrough. Play through it. And then Pokemon Home transfer as many Pokemon as you can to that new save. And complete the decks to get the Beast Ball again that way. It might be quicker to get it that way. I only say that because I don't know how many times I've been through the Ace Academy tournament and I've never had a repeat Beast Ball. And I've went through it a lot of times. Whereas there is, you know, an end point to completing the game. And then completing the decks. It depends how many Pokemon you have in Pokemon Home as well. So, yeah, that might be quicker. No shiny tonight. That is sad. That is every single egg that we've got. Let me just check the boxes to see that we haven't got any spare left over. No, there's the Oshawotts from last time. That is everything. We haven't skipped a box. So that is it. Sad. Never mind. Never mind. We tried. We'll have to come back to this one. Okay. I got a bit of time. So if anyone wants to grab one, I will trade for as long as I can now. If you want to grab one just to do your own breed projects with, they're all in Love Balls. So feel free to hop on with this link code. Thank you, Bebum. I appreciate it, mate. You give me a Beast Ball. The code will be nice and easy. 2122. So the code is for anyone wanting to trade one of these tonight, 22112122. That is the code. And I think what I'm going to do is try and set something up in the Discord where I have some time put aside and I can start trading these out to people outside of the streams, because all the good intentions in the world, I try to get to the end of the streams and I say, like, I want to trade these out to a bunch of you. I always miss a bunch of you because I just don't have enough time. No. Patrick, you traded me the Fido, the shiny Fido. Look how good it looks. Patrick, thank you so much, my friend. That is super, super generous of you. Thank you so much. But you didn't need to. But I'm going to treasure this little dog. It's so cool. It's so cute. Thank you so much, mate. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Never had a repeat Beast Ball and will soon have a shiny living dex to copy over into Scarlet and do that. I never thought about that. That's, yeah, that might be a way to do it and get it really quickly if you've got that shiny living dex as well, Lexi. Patrick, thank you so much. I hope you enjoy the Rowlet, and if you do shiny hunt for it, I hope you have a lot of better luck than what we've had tonight with it as well. Brian, yeah, Crystal would be a lot of fun. I've been playing through it recently too, trying to complete the decks and continue my living decks. Nice, that's cool. Brian, you kind of make me, because the one thing I did at the weekend was I replaced the battery in this one, so I was like, it's kind of ready, and I kind of want to, I do want to play it, so I'm like, yeah, that would be a really cool playthrough to do, or do a Nuzlocke of it, like a hardcore Nuzlocke of Crystal, you know. That would be a fun thing to do as well. And then we could do the Celebi event as well with it at the end. Javier, thank you so much for the Hisuian Voltorb as well. Snow on Fly. You should make a giveaway ping roll and ping them. That's actually a really good way to do it. That's a really good idea to do it, yeah. It's the easiest way to do them on Discord. Snow on Fire. Do you know how to set that up? Because my Discording skills are pretty basic. If I could, like, get some help with that, that would be amazing. Make a roll and then ping it. It's easy. Okay, cool. Yeah, okay. I'm going to do that. I'm going to try and get that done over the weekend for next week. And then I will be able to then trade these at times where it's a bit more convenient. Because I'm probably going to be able to do this top line and then I'm going to have to shoot off. A shiny Bebum. Shiny Azumarill, the favorite. Mate, thank you so much. Gotcha. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. Look how good it looks. Azumarill as well. That would be a great Paradox Poke. Imagine Azumarill getting a Paradox form in the new games. And this one has a Beast Ball for you. Right in time for the Rillaboom, mate. Thank you so much. That is guaranteed what I'm putting Rillaboom in then. Tomorrow. Thank you, mate. Too kind. Too kind. Let's see if you know which moveset this one has. It's got to be the Belly Drum set. It has to be the best set. Or it might not be. It might be the AV set from VG this year. I still think Belly Drum could have worked quite well this year in a lot of the formats. No way. It is the legit set. The Rollout Aqua Ring Belly Drum Defense Curl set. Nice. The Chestnut Destroyer. Brilliant. I love it, mate. Thank you so much. Nothing VG related either. I dislike that it goes from Green Mouse to Golden Quintama. Yeah. I feel like it... I don't know. Like, yeah, Marill should be... I feel like that should be yellow as well. But then it kind of would take away from the Azumarill yellow goldenness, I guess. Can Magikarp Mass Outbreak spawn in PLA? Yeah, I'm pretty sure they can. I'm pretty sure they can. Yasmin, thank you so much for the Slowpoke. And hope you enjoy the Rowlet. Yeah, friends. So what I'm going to do, because I'm probably only going to be able to trade another couple, and then I'm going to have to shoot off just because I have a very early start tomorrow. Is set that up on the Discord over the weekend, and then we've got a place to trade these out to you all. And we'll set up a ping feature so we can, yeah, get them traded to you. Oh, man. Andre, thank you so much. The shiny Palafin. Look at it. It's such a gorgeous Pokemon. I love that purple color. It's a great shiny, isn't it? Thank you so much. Super kind. if I match you have a dream ball, and hopefully you can also like the Pokemon. I love the Pokemon. Thank you so much. And a dream ball. You're too kind, chat. You are too kind. Check the item. Yeah, thank you so much. Once I got a shiny Hisui and Zoroark in 2 eggs. Absy, that is absolutely insane. Insane. Right. And it is, let's have a look. Ooh, what have I done? What have I done? Oh, it's closed. I can't check. Thank you, Andre. Okay, chat. I think this one's going to be the last one. And I apologize if there's a bunch of you waiting, trying to get in, and I haven't been able to do it. I'm not getting rid of any of the Pokemon. I've still got them from the early hunts, like the rejects from those. So, Kara has got in. I will get this set up in the Discord, and I hope to have a bit more time in our next stream. There will be no stream on Friday this week. Unfortunately, I am going away, so I won't be streaming Friday night this week. But we will be back Monday. So we'll be back Monday, and hopefully then we'll plan that Wednesday stream. So we'll be continuing the Rowlet one then, and if we get it on the Monday, then we'll jump in and do something else, or we'll do Legends Arceus or something a bit more fun to kind of wrap the stream up. Or I might spend it just trading out to people that want traded. So that might be a way to do it. Snowfi, I'm skilled in my Discord server making skills. That might be something I could give you money for to help with the Discord server that we have. But thank you so much to all the amazing Pokemon that you guys have sent me tonight. That is super kind. And thank you again for coming out to the stream tonight. It's been so much fun tonight. You guys have made the stream amazing. So I just really appreciate you all coming out and taking the time to hang. And sorry we didn't get a shiny. The jacket did not do its job tonight. I think it's annoyed at us because we kind of miffed off on it on Monday, and then it did do its job. But we can't get a shiny every time, I guess. It's gonna have to we are due a long hunt, so maybe this is the one. Joanna, good work, everyone. Thank you for the stream, and hope everything goes smoothly. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'll give you all an update very soon. The hoodie is running the ruining the shinies. It's not a hoodie tonight. It's just a t-shirt. This is just a tee. So it's a t-shirt. It's cursed. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a great rest of your day. Have a great day tomorrow, and I will see you after the weekend. If there is any chance I can get on and do maybe a stream tomorrow night for the Rillaboom, I will, but I probably will just drop an update with having like 2 early starts back to back and a lot of traveling kind of in between all of that. But yeah, have a great weekend if I don't speak to you till next week. Thank you so much for all the support recently since we started doing the streams. It's been incredible. You're all the best, and I will see you and catch up with you very soon. So yeah, just take care of yourselves, friends. Again, thank you so much, and I'll see you all very soon. Take care of yourselves, friends. Bye bye.